might be. You know what? I might stick around for that if Country go do that. Where Country go?
Yeah. I told this dude he was gonna lie, but anyway, he'll be back. We are now live, people. Welcome
What
back
kind
to
of
Kingdom
organization
Cast.
are y'all running here? This y'all Eric Bieniemy. Y'all not running a tight ship. This
Oh,
is
time out.
terrible.
Time out. We're not about to crack on Airbnb though. Airbnb's organized. He runs a tight ship. Let's calm
He
that
went to
down.
Washington, the
This
most
this
unorganized place I've ever seen.
Bro, you know how this goes, man. But
That's a good
anyway,
move. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
welcome back to another episode of Kingdom
From the
Cast. Don't
penthouse
forget to
to the
like,
project.
subscribe, comment, share all your social media platforms, man. But
No,
yeah,
hold on.
we
Don't
back
put no
at it,
about
dog.
time. I was here on time. I was here. They told me 8:00. You know what? I done got to the point in my life where time matters. You know, I ain't got time to just be sitting around waiting on people to do stuff. I was here at 7:50, ready to perform. You got to blame John here. Country, you wasn't here on time. I'm fining you $3. Send me $3 right now on Venmo. I need $3 for this appearance.
no, I
Send me $3 for this appearance. Y'all even got y'all whole crew together. I come to do this, and y'all can't even get the whole team for me to come on here. This is terrible work.
Stupid.
Oh man, as you guys see, we got Carrington back from 16 Sports Radio joining us, man. He already cracking on this.
Yo,
He
John,
already cracking on this, man.
Bug, you know I rock with y'all podcast. John was asking me to do this like the Tuesday Super Bowl week. Like, bro, this is not a good time for me to be doing y'all podcast. You know you my guy. I told him I would do it.
Schedule.
I was like, whenever the season is over, I'll happily do it. John, like, yo, man, like, you know, we want to do a big Sunday 4:00. No, I'm not coming on y'all podcast on Super Bowl Sunday at no 4:00. No,
Hey,
I'm not
you miss
interested.
every shot you don't take, man.
I told him, I was like, hey, you know I'll do it. I'll do it before the playoffs or after the playoffs. I'm not doing y'all podcast on no Thursday before the AFC Championship game. No, I'm not doing it.
Hey,
thank God for Aaron Ladd, who will do it.
Yeah, I ain't Aaron Ladd. That's not me.
I was trying to think, did I really do that?
I'm not coming on here. I love Aaron. Aaron know that, but I'm not coming on here. I'm not doing
it. So yeah, man.
Yo, really quick before we get going, y'all. I hope y'all didn't let Charles. Charles has been lying. Charles is Charles Olstein. I call him. This man boycotted the NFL and then was partying with the team when Charles be getting away with some nasty work on the internet, dog. This man was boycotting the NFL playoffs and doing news interviews during the playoffs. Like, bro, this is sick. Why do you do this? Charles is the most fake quitness person I know. I'm not watching this, bro. Charles missed one playoff game this year. He missed one playoff game.
I missed 1 and 3/4 quarters, dog. I saw the end of Jacksonville, the Chargers. I saw the end of that.
So, Boogie, what makes it so funny is Charles is like, I didn't watch all the Chargers-Jaguars game, just the fourth quarter. You mean the exciting part? You missed the good part. You watched the good part. All right, that's cool. Charles, I can't believe social media be letting Charles get away with this nonsense. Charles does this. Charles fake quits the NBA playoffs and the NFL playoffs every year. Every year he fake quits it. And then everybody will go on social media and react to it. Yo, stop letting Charles do this, man. He is a timeline terrorist.
We told him when he did it that it wasn't gonna last. It
didn't last the first day of the NFL playoffs. Day one of the playoffs is sick. I'm tired of Charles. I'm blocking Charles. Don't text me no more, dog.
Hey, which one was better? Was it the boycotting or was it the LeBron list?
Oh, please don't bring up that list.
Why are you? Oh my God.
List, the LeBron list. It's just like country hates Drake. Like, this is the thing, Boogie. John come from the old school lyrics. The moment Drake said something about Meg Thee Stallion, this man was like, we can't have this in rap music. This dude like, bro, if you don't stop it here, this is sick. John is the most old school shoot 'em up, bang, bang. But then Drake said some stuff, we've got to clean up misogyny in rap. I was like, bro, I know you done gone too far. Charles, but the thing is, John is an admitted hater. Charles doesn't think he's a hater. That's the thing. Charles doesn't think he's a hater. John knows he's a hater and just, hey, I've embraced, I don't like Drake. Fuck Drake. That's cool. Charles thinks he's like a basketball historian. He thinks, he think he Mad Dog Chris Russo. He think he that. Oh, but hates
shout
LeBron.
To the King of Queens.
It don't make no sense. It's weird. It's weird energy.
I really don't think I'm a hater, bro. Like,
okay. You have him as the 197th best player in league.
No. I got him as the 98th best player of all time.
Oh,
98, bro.
He moved up the list.
I never have him 197.
The all-time leading scorer ever is number 98. That's crazy.
He had him behind. He had him behind Ron Artest.
Yeah, bro. Ron Artest was a better player. Both ends of the court.
All right, let's go. Let's talk about the Chiefs. I don't want to do this.
I told you, please.
Okay, I'm okay. You know what? Country. I might give you till 9:30 now because we had to get this foolishness.
When you got George miking on your list, you already know that.
Was he not a pioneer? Was he not a pioneer of basketball?
LeBron not a pioneer.
Yeah, because black.
No.
Next, go.
Yeah, let's go. I don't want to talk about this because then we gonna spend an hour debating this
from a
list.
Business standpoint, yeah, I guess he's a pioneer in that aspect.
This man had Mark Price on the list. Mark Price ain't even retired.
That was an accident. No, that was an accident.
That was an accident.
He was like 37, man. That wasn't no accident, man. Come on.
It was an accident, bro.
Okay.
Man.
Please ask me a Chiefs question.
Wait a minute.
I'll answer. I don't want to talk about this no more.
Yeah, because he did have Jerome Kersey on the list.
No, I didn't. Now that's when you capping. That's when you capping right there.
Kevin Duckworth.
Stop it, bro. See, now we lying. Bro.
No, I'm dying.
No. He's not talking about Lamar Jackson until he make a move. No.
He had big dog Glenn Robinson on the list. He had Jerome Williams, the junkyard dog. That was a nasty list, dog. Please ask me a Chiefs question. I might just quit this thing, dog. I might just leave.
See that? Chiefs question.
Yeah.
Still want to trade Chris Jones?
No, I would not trade Chris Jones.
Boogie, glad we got that one out the way.
This is the thing. I'm going to go ahead and say this on y'all podcast because people be messing it up. My opinions change with more information. Yeah, before the start of the season, I was like, I don't know. Maybe they should trade him. But then they won the Super Bowl. And then Chris Jones was a first-team All-Pro player. So I think you keep Chris Jones for 3 more years. What I think they do is I think we get like a 4-year extension that's really just guaranteeing the next 3 years he plays 29, 30, and 31 in Kansas City. And I'm fine with that. I don't have an issue with that. I'm at the point right now with the Chiefs, at least right now. Now, I'm sure they'll do something in a month, and I'll be mad about it. And everybody like, oh, you want a Super Bowl? Well, okay, sometimes I'm going to get mad at what they do. Right now, they can go in so many different directions, and I don't think it can make me mad. I don't think they have a need right now. Like, there's not one thing that I think the Chiefs have to get in free agency. Not one single thing that I'm like, they have to come away with it. Last year, I remember, I was beating the pass rush drum. Go get a pass rusher. Go get a pass rusher. They eventually got one in August with Carlos Dunlap, but I don't feel that way right now. I think that Frank Clark's going to be back on a restructure. They'll probably sign a Carlos Dunlap, Melvin Ingram, 1-year veteran kind of move. You got Karlaftis coming back. You extend Chris Jones. You're fine on the line. We'll talk about L'Jarius Sneed, I'm sure, at some point. Y'all ask me about L'Jarius Sneed. And then when it comes to safety, you've got Brian Cook, you got Justin Reid, you go find a veteran safety or you draft another safety. Like, there's so many different directions that their offseason can go. So right now, they're in a really, really good place.
Yep. Now that we got the Chris Jones stuff out the way, let's get to L'Jarius Sneed. Because you mentioned how the Chiefs should explore that. And I was like, Carrington, look, you did this last offseason with Chris Jones. Don't make the same mistake twice.
I did not do that. I did not do that. What happened was, this is what happens. I'm a content creator. I have to talk about things. Like, this is the thing. Like, I don't know what y'all expect me to talk about I got to talk about them. I got to. So I got to come up with stuff to talk about with the Chiefs. You want me to think? You think I'm waking up every day thinking of Royals topics? No, that hasn't happened for me in 6 years. That's not what I'm waking up thinking about. I don't think about the Royals until I got to think about the Royals. So the question last year, go ahead, country.
I know you're a Royal sponsored radio station. How long do you think you can go before you have to really talk about the Royals? I want to see how far you can get.
The week of opening day. The week of opening day. Yeah, the week of opening day.
And then, okay, that's a week. And then after that, you probably won't have to talk about it.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I just talk about, I think I have a good gauge of what Kansas City sports fans think are interesting. Like, I just think I have a good gauge. The Royals are not interesting right now. When the Royals are interesting, the most interesting thing about the Royals is that they can move downtown. That's the most interesting thing about them. This team is going to win 71 games. That ain't interesting. Not when the football team just won the Super Bowl. Your 71-win baseball team is not interesting. I'm sorry. It's not interesting. So I'm not interested in talking about them. I'm not interested. So no, what I said last year was, just to clarify, it was if Cincinnati called you straight up and said, we'll give you T. Higgins, would you give us Creed Humphrey? Would you make that trade? That's all I said. I didn't say I would make that trade. I didn't think they were going to make it. It was just a very simple, hey, would you make this trade? Just all right, to see what can happen. All right. With L'Jarius Sneed, this is how it starts. You guys are on the same Twitter that I'm on. Arrowhead Pride always puts out the tweet of unpopular opinion. So then, those are my guys. I'll tweet something, get a little conversation going. Then people get mad that the take is unpopular. That's the point of what I was trying. That's the point. That's why I replied. Tweet an unpopular opinion. All right, so this is my logic, because I know that's why y'all brought me on here. Of all the positions on the field, the one that the Chiefs have shown the greatest ability to find another L'Jarius Sneed is at corner. They haven't really missed on corner when they've tried to allocate resources to corner. They have found one every single time. They've never really spent money on corner. They've never signed a corner to a second-year contract in 5 years. The moment it comes time to pay them, they let them walk. They let Kendall Fuller walk. They let Charvarius Ward walk. They do not pay corners. So if you're the Chiefs and you're looking at a situation where you've got a really productive player, like I think Sneed's a good player. I don't think he's as good as Chiefs Twitter thinks, but I think he's a good player. And you're looking at, all right, option A is let's pay L'Jarius Sneed $16 million a year. Or option B is we get the 47th overall pick and we just continue this cycle of Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson, Joshua Williams. We find another Bashaud Breeland type, and we just continue to do this. And this is just a position that we just don't allocate a lot of resources to. I don't think that's a bad option to go down. I wouldn't be mad if they sign L'Jarius Sneed to a deal, but I think you're silly if you can't at least acknowledge, hey, the Chiefs are really, really good at drafting corners. Is it better for them to give one of their corners $17 million a year or find another L'Jarius Sneed? Like, Sneed is a good player. This may be where I disagree with Chiefs Twitter the most. Like, some guy tweeted me and was like, Sneed reminds me of Rondé Barber. What are we like? Stop it!
Wow, okay.
Stop
That's
it!
Too far.
Stop
That's
it!
Too far.
Yeah, it's too
far.
much. I think that Sneed is a good player. I think he's a good to very good player. We're talking about he's going to get a contract that signifies that they think he is a great player. Is that a contract that you want to do? I just think it's a conversation. I think it's worth having. I think it's a talk. And is it better to spend these resources elsewhere?
Yeah, you make all fair points regarding to the Chiefs be able to find, corners and defensive backs in general to play in this scheme. I just feel like if he's reasonable just because of his draft position, like he was a fourth rounder, and he just now having a historical season. Like the season he had, it put him in like some elite category. I can't think of the names off the top of my head right now, where he had like 100 tackles and this amount of interceptions and this amount of forced fumbles and whatnot, pass deflections. But I was just thinking, like, for a fourth round selection, like, he might be reasonable, still be reasonable right now. As to, like, if you wait another year and he produces an even better season, then you're priced out. So that's
Yeah,
just my
I don't
opinion.
mind that. So let me ask you guys this question. So if let's say I'm L'Jarius Sneed, and I just saw Charvarius Ward hit free agency, and he got 3 years, $40.5 million, and he got 26.6 guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Am I taking less than that if I'm L'Jarius Sneed as a free agent? I'm a better player than Charvarius Ward was. It ain't like Charvarius Ward got picked up by the Houston Texans. He got signed by a good team, a good defensive scheme. He had a good year in San Francisco. That same thing could happen to me. So if I'm the Chiefs, it's just going to cost you to sign him. And if you want to pay it again, I'm not going to. If they sign L'Jarius Sneed to a contract, I'm not mad. I don't think it's a bad contract by any means. But I mean, $40 million for L'Jarius Sneed, 41, let's say it's a little bit more because contracts kind of go up and not down. Is it better to trade that player for the 47th overall pick? And hey, we'll go pick up a James Bradbury on a free agent deal. James Bradbury, you could have got this year for nothing. He was just sitting there. James Bradbury is a good corner that you can instantly plug in and help your defense. So I think right now it's just a risk versus reward, cost evaluation. And again, if there's any position that they've shown that they can draft another Sneed, like let's say the Karlaftis turns out to be the equivalent of what L'Jarius Sneed is. I'm not going to have this opinion about Karlaftis. He rushes the passer. They don't just keep turning out pass rushers. You pay George Karlaftis in that situation. If there's any position on the field that they've shown they can maybe get away with doing this, it's cornerback.
Yep. I want to get to a question in the chat here from the Kingdoms Queens podcast. Shout out to them. Okay, so they said that Brett Veach says he favors keeper Sneed. Like, do you think there's any truth to that at this point while we are discussing this?
Yeah, I mean, but I also don't think that Veach is going to come out and be like, yo, we about to trade them. We about to trade him. Like, I don't think he's going to do that either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's going to happen either. So, yeah, if right now, I think they are going to keep L'Jarius Sneed. I think he signs a long-term extension with the Chiefs. It was more of an unpopular thought exercise of what should you do in finding the value of what he is as a player. Like, he's a player that he's a 25-year-old, really productive, versatile corner. That's a guy that gets $15 million a year. The Chiefs have never shown that they're willing to pay a cornerback significant money. They have not done it in this entire dynasty. These 5 AFC championship games, they have never paid a corner. Not one.
They also never went corner early, and they broke that trend last year
with
McDuffie. So maybe the mold has changed, maybe not. But okay, so
but really quick though. Also this year in the draft, I also could see them like none of us would be shocked if with their first round pick they take a corner. Well, in that situation, if you spent 2 first round picks on a corner, you're not keeping Sneed in that situation. You've already heavily invested in this situation. Like this year's draft allows them to go outside of quarterback and running back. They can draft anything. I wouldn't be shocked if they draft a safety. Wouldn't be shocked if they draft a corner. They could draft a defensive lineman. I wouldn't be shocked if they drafted. I mean, I guess linebacker would probably be another position. I don't think they're taking a linebacker in the first round. But I mean, there's so many positions they can go. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if they took a tight end in round 1 this year. Like, you got kind of a free roll. You don't need him to be an instant starter for you in the first year, but he's a guy by year 2, year 3, when Kelsey's 35 years old. You got this first round tight end that's ready to step in. Like, there's really only 3 positions that we know they're not going to draft this year. Not in round 1 at least.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I was talking to Robert Griffin III in the space earlier today, hosted by the Kingdoms Queens and Mark. Yeah.
Boogie. Tell Chuck to pick that name up, dog. Golly, that was sick.
That was kind of
that was nuts, country. You know it was.
I like that.
But I asked him about the Travis Kelce as far as like his future, because he is approaching his mid-30s. Even though he's still the best tight end in the league, he's still playing at elite level and all that. And I asked him, I was like, when do you think the Chiefs should start exploring like his replacement for the future? Like, what year or whatnot? And he was thinking like, this year, if you could find like a 3rd or a 4th rounder that you can develop, then yeah, you go that route. But it would not necessarily have to be this year. I mean, it could be next year or maybe in the year after. So I mean, what do you think about that?
Boogie,
You know
my
what
whole
we
thing
need
this
to
year
worry
is going
about
to be
more than
best
that?
player available. The Chiefs in round one can legitimately, as long as it's not a quarterback. I mean, I'm not against taking Bijan Robinson in round one. Like, let's say Bijan Robinson is there at 31. The Chiefs draft him. I will not be upset about it. Like, I think Bijan Robinson will be an impact running back in the National Football League. You got him on a rookie contract for 4 years and $11 million. Take him. I don't care. I can just see him going a lot of different directions. So again, if they took a tight end in round one, I would not be upset. I will not be upset if they take a tight end.
I think, you know what? Worrying about Travis Kelce health kind of went down on the list for me. Something else popped up on the list. If Travis Kelce kills Saturday Night Live, how long till Hollywood is calling him? Can y'all hear me?
After his football career, hopefully we need him about.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think if he kills Saturday Night Live, I think Hollywood might start calling him a little bit. Also, this is the other question I had. Carrington had a big show this week. He had Brett Veach followed by Andy Reid, or was it the other way around?
I mean, I'm not even gonna make it seem like I did a lot of work in that situation because I didn't really do a lot of work in the situation. I mean, like, they just called me and was like, "Yo, do you want Andy Reid?" I thought it was kind of a silly question because why would I not want Andy Reid on the show? Andy Reid can come on the show at any point. Like, it doesn't matter what we're doing or what's going on. Like, it could be right before opening day. We'll take Andy Reid. What do you want to talk about? I don't. It doesn't. Right. So yes, they just he has a standing. Clark, Brett Veach, and Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes have a standing. Whenever you want to come on the show, we're happy to talk about whatever you want to talk about. It doesn't matter to me. So, yeah.
So when you're interviewing Brett Veach and Andy Reid, and we just going to cover like the football part, and I know you like to ask some other questions, but on the football part, how much stuff do you really believe that's truthful?
I'm trying to retweet you guys' thing. My bad. I don't believe anything that's said at the combine. Nothing. I don't believe a single thing that's said at the combine. Not a single thing.
I think there's a sliver of truth in everything, but a lot of it's fluff.
I don't believe any information that comes out of the combine. Not one. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it. Like, we saw the Tampa Bay said how much they love Leonard Fournette, and then he got cut. Like, I just don't. The combine is not a place for real. Not to us. Now, like, I've been to the combine before. And, like, you can see how the information, like, works in the league. Like, you can see, like, most media things, you can see, like, the hierarchy. Like, you can see, all right, Ian Rappaport is up here. Like, Andy Reid will get off the stage and walk up to Ian Rappaport and dap him up. Oh, okay. Adam Schefter. Then you see, there's, like, the tier 2 dudes. And then, there's, like, prominent radio hosts, prominent newspaper dude. You know what I mean? Like, you can really see the food chain of all of this at the combine. That's where I think the information is being passed. Like, that's where I think it's being passed. I don't think that they're standing in front of the media, and I just don't think Chicago was like, hey, you know what, man? We got 3 calls today about the first round pick, and this was the best one. We're thinking about taking it. I just don't. There's nothing that comes out of it. There's nothing.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this. Like, speaking of Brett Veach, let's transition him real quick. He mentioned Orlando Brown, right? You saying like how it's beneficial to get something done long term, and he mentioned how the franchise tag is an option where you just tag him again and try to work something out later on. I mean, do you believe any of that, or do you think Orlando Brown's gonna get that tag again?
Well, he's certainly going to get tagged in the beginning. I mean, they're going to tag him in the beginning. There's no reason not to tag him now. I mean, you're not just going to walk in free agency, so you're going to tag him, and that doesn't stop you from trading him. That doesn't stop you from re-signing him. You just put the tag on him, and then it gives you longer time to figure it out. So the question is he going to play next year on the tag? So for people that don't know, the franchise tag the second time is 120% of the number. So let's say it's let's say it's $17 million. Well, since you tagged them last year, it's now 120% of that number. And then you can just keep doing that for 3 years, I think. So, but also though, like there's a benefit to it where let's say you sign him to an extension, his cap number can be $2 million for this year. But you know what I mean? There's like a lot of like math and accounting. Well, that's not the case with the franchise tag. So if you're going to have a player play 2 consecutive years under the franchise tag and not get any cap flexibility, at that point, you might as well just sign him. Like, it's then worth it at that point to just have him under the franchise, to sign him to a long-term extension. So I actually think there's more of a, hey, let's get a deal done this year than last year. The first franchise tag, all right, cool, we'll figure it out. The second franchise tag is, well, if we just guaranteed $39 million to this player anyway over these 2 years, what was stopping us from just, hey, let's just agree to give you 1 more year fully guaranteed, and then we missed out on all the cap flexibility by having you basically in a 3-year contract anyway. So I actually think this is the year to come to a long-term extension with Orlando Brown if you're going to do it. If you're not going to come to a long-term extension with him, I just would trade him then. Like, you've made a decision as an organization that you're not moving forward with this player. So then you trade him. But I do think he'll be on the team. I do think there's going to be a little bit of a wiggle room, and I do think they'll reach an extension that his extension will probably be a 2-year deal. That, like, they'll throw out some big crazy number, and they'll be like, oh, I can't believe they did that. But then you look at the number, and it's like, well, this is really just the franchise tag plus 2 years on the back end. This isn't that bad of a deal. So, I mean, the Chiefs really haven't signed a deal. Maybe you could argue Frank Clark's contract, Sammy Watkins' contract, and Anthony Hitchens. Like, they just haven't signed a lot of deals that you think are bad. Like, there just haven't been a lot of deals where you're like, like Anthony Hitchens' contract was not good. Like, it was not a good contract. Like, they kept restructuring, they kept guaranteeing money. It was not a good contract. It's been a while since they've signed one of those deals. So if they reach one with Orlando Brown, for a player who's especially been healthy, it's not like he has an injury history. I doubt it. I doubt it's a crippling contract.
How much did him not having it? Like, he was like too patient or too like not worried about it. He didn't hire an agent till like a week before the deal. The timeline was up. How much does him having an agent this year? An agent with no experience, right? He's still probably the only client that God got. So are they a little ahead of the curve? They're way more ahead of the curve than they were last year.
It didn't make sense to me why, if you're Orlando Brown, at the moment you got traded, why you didn't hire an agent during that point. Like, we all knew that you were gonna at some point have a negotiation with the Chiefs about your value. Like, that's a given. They traded a 1st-round pick for you. Like, you were gonna be in this position. So why not be proactive minus being reactive? The one thing I'll say about an agent, just from like my own experience of talking to one, like, agents just create a buffer. Like, you don't know what you don't know. Like, it's that person's job to know. It's that person's job to know all the language. It's that person's job to know the market, to be able to forecast where the market's going to be. Like, that's what they get paid the 8% for. Like, all of us can go on Google right now and say, hey, Trent Williams got this, give me that amount. Like, give me the 8% then, if that's, you know what I mean? Like, I can do that. Like, hey, this is the 3rd highest paid offensive lineman. This is the 1st pay. Make me the 2nd. Like, everybody can do that. So there's like other stuff that goes into it that I was a little bit surprised that he was real reactive and not proactive in that.
Yeah, don't play tennis this year, Orlando. Just come on and get this thing signed.
You said tennis.
Hey, C-Dot, what's the free agent we got this year that you think we will re-sign?
Well, I don't know if Frank Clark counts as a free agent. I count him as a free agent. His cap hit is $30.8 million. He is not coming back on that contract. He's a free agent. I think he'll be back on the team next year. I feel pretty confident about Jerick McKinnon. I think he'll be back on the team next year. Those are probably the top 2 off the top of my head that I think will be on the team. And like, the thing about the Chiefs this year is kind of what we were saying, like, they can go in so many different directions. The Chiefs don't have one free agent, not a single free agent, that they'll lose. Like, anybody that isn't back on the team next year, it will be because the Chiefs just don't want them on the team next year. Like, it's not like Charvarius Ward last year where, hey, Ward was going to get $16 million. The Chiefs just kind of put their hands up and said, hey, that's just way too rich for our blood. Even Juju, like, I haven't heard Juju that is based on how valuable people think he is. It's all based on, well, the market's not good. Well, I'm not giving Juju Smith-Schuster $14 million because there's no other good wide receivers. I'll just draft one then if that's the case. So I think people have really oversold what Juju's going to get this year. I could see at worst, I guess, in this, I think he maybe gets MVS's contract. But like MVS's contract is a 3-year deal that's really a 1-year deal. Like today, if the Chiefs want to get out of MVS's contract, they can. They can save $8 million by getting out of it. Like I know it's this big, he got 3 years, $36 million. He really got 1 year, and they're like, we'll see what happens. And I think he'll be back on the team, but I think people have kind of oversold what Juju could get in this market. I don't think he's going to get that much. So if I had to guess, I think Juju comes back, but like I wouldn't be surprised if Juju signs a multiple year deal and they get Alan Lazard, for example. A player like that. Like, hey, you sign him on a 1 year, $4 million deal, and sit-ups can make it an $8 million deal. Alan Lazard has 800 yards receiving next year for the Chiefs. Or they get DJ Chark, or they get Jacoby Myers from the Patriots. One of those. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if they say no to Juju and then they just basically sign a 1 year between $4 to $6 million base salary kind of deal.
Yeah, Veach sounded like that's something that he wanted to do with those veterans. He was talking about veterans wanting to come play with Mahomes on those 1 year deals, but we really haven't seen that yet.
Juju, Juju's that player. I think it just really depends on kind of where you are. Like, if you remember, like when Peyton Manning was doing that, like Peyton Manning was getting DeMarcus Ware to do it. He's a 31-year-old guy. This is his last chance to get a ring. He's got a little bit more juice. Hey, come sign with the Broncos and I'll try to get you a ring. Like, that just hasn't been the kind of player that the Chiefs have been super interested in. Like, the Chiefs haven't signed that many guys over 30 years old during this run. Like, to me, that's the guy that you're going to get the 1 year deal with. And maybe when you talk about receiver, like if I'm a guy and I just saw Juju, where Juju did not have some great market. Like, let's not kid ourselves. He did not have some great market. He just played 1 year with the Chiefs, got 950 yards, played well in the Super Bowl, got a Super Bowl ring. Like, I think it's going to be those kind of deals where if you're a 26, 27-year-old player and you thought you were going to break the bank, but you didn't break the bank, well, come to Kansas City, ball out for you 1 year, and then you go sign with the Arizona Cardinals, and then you go get the multiple year contract. I think they could maybe start signing those kind of players, at least in this stage.
Yeah, the Arizona Cardinals is the new destination for like when you about to retire. It seems like they got a long list of great players that have stopped there in their careers.
The Cardinals made George Tuma retire. He's 94 years old.
Right, but
God made George Tuma retire.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I want to touch on Kevin's point about bringing the same team back, and I think the difference is you got 10 rookies. You got a very young team, so it's not like running it back with a whole bunch of vets. It's like, of course, they're going to go from rookie year to second year. Either they're going to go in their sophomore slump or they're going to get better and improve. So I don't think it's necessarily running back like a normal running back squad is. Like Tampa Bay's running back was the exact same team. They all got old and they got broken up and broken down and they didn't even make the playoffs. So I just think it's a difference between running it back, how we're doing it, and how it's been done in past years.
Yeah, I would say too, I mean, this might be a hot take here on you guys' podcast. I think the best Chiefs team we've seen was the one that ran it back. That was the best Chiefs team we've seen. The 2020 14-1 ran through the AFC playoffs is the best version of the Chiefs that we've seen. Like, that year's team would have beat this year's team if they had played. They just had the injuries at the end of the season, but like that Chiefs team was clearly the best team in the AFC from start to finish. This team was not clearly the best team in the AFC from start. Now, Cincinnati better and Buffalo is better than they were in 2020, but that was the best team that we've seen the Chiefs have had. That year was a really, really strong team. You remember that second half of the season, we were like, hey, why are they not blowing teams out? Like, that's how much better they were than the opposition. The last
sleepwalking.
Eight to 10 games. And in both of the playoff games. I mean, they were about to blow out Cleveland before the Mahomes injury. And then Mahomes comes back and they smoke Buffalo in the AFC Championship game. That's the best version of the Chiefs I think we've seen over the last couple of years.
So y'all think this offense being mostly the same, we can repeat?
Yeah, absolutely.
I do too.
Yeah, I think so.
You gotta think Pacheco gets better. You gotta Sky's better, Tony's better. They more ingrained into the offense. You got to think everybody goes up a level. So why not?
Yeah, I still really like Cincinnati's team. There's no reason not to really like Cincinnati's team.
Who?
The Bengals. I think the Bengals are still really good.
Who them?
Oh, my bad. I know y'all hate my bad Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati's good.
He fell for it too. He was like, "What?"
Yeah, I was like, "What?" I thought you couldn't hear. I know you got that one Juno internet over. I know you couldn't hear me. You got that net zero internet. I
got Google Fiber now. I'm good.
It does not look like you have Google Fiber. It looks like you have. It looks like you have 240p right now for the resolution right now.
It's bad lighting.
240p. I actually think Buffalo is in a really interesting spot. I don't think Buffalo can win a Super Bowl the way they're trying to win a Super Bowl. I just don't think they can. I don't think they can win it this way. Like, you're asking, like, in order for them to be able to advance in the postseason, you need Josh Allen to throw for 300 yards and run for 100 yards. Both. You need him to throw for 300 and run. That's not realistic. You can't expect your quarterback to do that for 4 games against playoff teams. This is not realistic. So, like, we talk about Bijan Robinson. If I'm Buffalo, I draft Bijan Robinson. Like, you need somebody to take the pressure off Josh Allen in the run game, and you go get a legitimate running back. You make some improvements on the offensive line, and you mostly run it back if you're Buffalo next year. That's what I would do if I'm the Bills. Let's see if that's what they do this year. I think Buffalo's really good. I think they're really close. But I think Buffalo to me is a lot like Houston, the Rockets in basketball. Like, remember how they would like dominate the regular season, but like, all right, well, that style is not going to win multiple series in the postseason. Like, you're not going to win with ISO James Harden, score 40. You're not doing that against playoff teams and have 7 games to scout and defend and do all those things. Like, you got to have other things to do. That's kind of the point that I think Buffalo is at. Buffalo will win 12 games next year. But it ain't about that. It's about, all right, you got to figure out a way, A, to host the AFC Championship game and not go to Kansas City. And you got to find a way where Josh Allen doesn't have to do everything in order for you to win. And I just don't think that's where they are right now.
The Arrowhead Invitational, baby.
Starting to break down from the running. You cannot win a Super Bowl with a running quarterback. I'm sorry.
No.
You just can't.
Injuries
going to catch up to him.
I'm not going to say that, man.
I ain't about to.
I can't believe that. I can't believe Country didn't watch the Super Bowl. That's crazy. That's odd. I've never seen that before.
Right, because look, it wasn't Jalen Hurts' fault that the Eagles lost.
Yeah, you tell me Jalen Hurts could have won the Super Bowl.
Jalen Hurts wasn't. He was running quarterback sneaks. He wasn't running like design runs.
He ran for like 900 yards this season. What are you talking about?
Did you see the throws he made? Did you see the throws he made?
Yeah, he threw better than he was running.
Well, Jalen Hurts ran for like 900 yards this year. He's definitely a running quarterback.
I think consider him a dual threat. I'm saying solely running, like design quarterback power that Josh Allen runs.
I didn't know we were talking about
times a game.
I didn't talk about Denard Robinson winning the Super Bowl. I didn't know we were talking about that. But Jalen Hurts can win the Super Bowl. Like, Jalen Hurts can. Josh Allen can win the Super Bowl. Like,
yeah. His dog's defense, bro. Yeah. but anyway, man, I want to go back to your point in regards to Allen Lazard. You mentioned Allen Lazard as a possibility, right? I saw MVS was trying to recruit him to Kansas City. And I'm really not all for getting Allen Lazard here, but it kind of does help my Aaron Rodgers agenda if he does come here and he wins with Allen Lazard and MVS. That would be crazy.
Chuck Bayless. Next
Chuck, I'm sending you on a dark retreat if you don't chill out with all.
No,
retreat. I'm gonna lock you up in a room with LeBron highlights if you don't chill out, man.
A dark retreat is crazy, dog.
Hey, so you against trying to get DeAndre Hopkins?
It's in line with the moves that they normally make, is my feeling on it. It just doesn't align with what they normally do. Like, the Chiefs are trading, like, you ain't getting DeAndre Hopkins for the dirt. So it's a 3rd round pick for a guy who's gonna need an extension. You lock yourself into it. He had the steroid stuff, starting to get injured. He's 30 years old. Like it just doesn't align with what they do. If anything, let's say you're telling me they're going to spend a significant resource at wide receiver. I would just move up from 31 then. Like you got 11 picks. Move up from 31. Move from 31 to 23 and get you a really productive wide receiver. Just do that. Do that.
But we know with Scott Moore, with McCole, we know when you draft receivers with Andy Reid, the rookie receivers take a little longer.
Well, McCole was
really drafted a star guy though.
Yeah, McCole was a running back that they just converted to wide receiver late in his career. Let's say they get the Jalen Hyatt kid from Tennessee. Like he was a star last year in Tennessee. He was a star. Like they ain't drafted nobody that came into the league like that. Like they ain't drafted nobody like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm always for going to get star players. Like if you think a guy's got a chance to be a star, you take him. Like if you think that Bijan Robinson's got a chance to be a star and he's there at 29 and you got to move up once or twice, then go get him. Like then go if you think he's got a chance to be a star, you take him. You can't go wrong taking elite players.
Yeah. And Jalen Ramsey, I don't think he's an elite player. I mean, I saw that.
They're not getting Jalen Ramsey.
But
they got Chargers written all over it. They got Chargers and 2 hamstring injuries written all over it.
I actually think Country. I actually think he's going to the Cowboys. That seems like a Cowboys kind of move. That seems like a Cowboys. Yeah, that seems like a Cowboys move to me. The Chargers are a good one. Don't get me wrong. But they just got a J.C. Jackson last year. So, yeah, that just seems like
you see what happened? I mean, boy, ain't never been hurt his whole career. He goes to the Chargers.
That man's hamstrings was like iPhone cords. You know, the moment you start using them bad boys, they split in half. That's how his hamstrings was like. Oh, my
goodness, dog.
His hamstrings.
I'm so sorry for the kid, man.
His hamstrings was bad.
Like iPhone, get it together with the phone chargers, man.
The iPhone charger be trash, bro. Every time, terrible.
But I want to talk.
Boogie definitely still has a flip phone. Like right now, if you was like, "Yo, one of y'all have a flip phone," Boogie got a flip phone.
Nah, man.
I don't know.
I think Boogie fool you. Boogie drive a Porsche.
I think Country got the flip.
I'm without an iPhone, man.
Yeah, Country got that flip phone, man. He the Zach Randolph of this podcast.
Okay, well, you know what, Boogie definitely ain't got the new iPhone. Boogie got the iPhone from like 4 years ago, and like, I'm not getting it. It ain't new. It ain't different. That's the one he is. Then he that
I've
iPhone.
Been faking, man. I'm gonna get the new one, man. I am about 4 generations back.
I told you, he got the little small baby iPhone. He got the baby iPhone. I already knew Boogie. I know.
Man, T-Mobile got an 85% discount for Boogie. They just please just get a new phone.
I am with T-Mobile too. You so right, man.
Yeah, 100%. Boogie know he ain't paid his bill in 2 months. He know he behind. He know he behind on that bill.
What up, Slam? I do not have a flip phone, bro.
He know he behind on that bill. Boogie probably still paying on that iPhone too. You know they be having them plans where you can pay $10 a month. Boogie still paying on that.
Man,
iPhone 6C.
I got the home button. No, man,
he said he got the home. The home button is nuts.
I just got rid of that. Man.
The home button is nuts. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Last girl I seen Charles talking to, she had an iPhone and she had the home button and her screen was cracked. That's the kind of girls Charles be talking to.
Yo, chill out, man. Relax.
She had the home button with the cracked screen. That's crazy.
Don't do me like that.
Boogie, that girl will rob you. 100%. That girl will rob you when you go to sleep. She got a cracked screen and the home button.
And she pulled up playing Mac Dre.
Don't do me like that, bro. Don't do me like that.
Oh, my God. Dog, she pulled up listening to Looney Coneon. That's crazy.
Oh, this is nuts.
She pulled up listening to Looney Coneon. She pulled up listening to Brother Lynch Hung. That's crazy. Them kind of girls you talk to, Chucky P?
Nah, you're
What's
nuts,
a podcast? Bro. What's a podcast? What do you mean?
Yo, not the Nissan Altima, dog.
Wow, she pulled up in a Nissan Altima.
Oh, that's crazy.
Golly.
She pulled up in that Pontiac G6, baby. That Pontiac G6.
Dog. And then the crazy thing is, them kind of girls got the same kind of apartment too. Their apartment be super small. Them kind of girls got the same apartment. She be like, yo, I'm gonna cook something nice for you. It be pasta every time. I'm gonna cook something nice.
That is insane, bro. That is insane. Parade.
Oh,
Park,
she definitely makes some fire rotel. 100%. 100%. But the thing though, she always got juice at the crib though. You can always go over there and get you a little juice. She ain't gonna have She ain't gonna have the top tier juice. She gonna have Minute Maid though. She gonna have a Minute Maid on point. She know when you coming over. She got Minute Maid.
Slim, you gotta relax, man.
She always small, like no name TV too. She got like a Dynex TV. Always.
Not the Dynex. Not Dynex. Look, you know
oh my god. She ain't got no entertainment center.
Big ass TV too.
I ain't heard Dynex in I don't know how long, dog.
She every time that girl, we all know that girl. She got the old iPhone with the cracked screen. She drive the Nissan Altima.
Chuck, you better not leave that girl till April, bro. It's tax season.
Oh, no, tax season. She gonna come up. She might spend some of that money on you. Tax season, yeah, you got to.
Chuck in that new Super Bowl gear.
Heck yeah, she actually waiting for that tax money to get them Beyonce tickets. That's why she need that tax money to come through. She can go see the Queen. The Queen.
Yeah, I'm in that Super Bowl gear right now. As a matter of fact,
hey, Carrington, you are notoriously cheap.
No, I'm not. Why do y'all be saying
that? Oh boy,
that?
you cheap as hell. No, you cheap than a motherfucker, dog.
Stop it.
No, I'm not.
Stop it,
I'm living a different kind of life now. That's not accurate.
I remember when you used to drive that Crown Vic.
Okay, yeah, that's when I was broke. I'm not broke no more. I had some Nissan Altima days back in the day too. That's not what I'm doing no more. I'm not doing that no more.
I remember when Nick did you dirty on that Cadillac.
Yeah, no, I ain't no.
Hey, that's true. Them Dodge Neon chicks. Hey, bro, that's a
lethal. Yeah, no, I'm telling you. Somebody said she going to the B2K reunion show. Yo, she's excited about that show at the Independence Event Center. She cannot wait. She got her fit ready right now. She can't wait to see Bobby Valentino. Cannot wait.
Taylor, this is about him.
No,
you ain't lying.
I'm not talking to them kind of girls. I'm just telling you that we all at one point we have all talked to that kind of girl before. We have all 100%.
You know, you grow and you mature.
Yeah, no, I mean,
exactly.
Yeah. You know I like now. I'm into girls that do lashes and hair. Give me a good girl to just do lashes, to do hair. She's trying to come up, man. She's trying to do something better for herself.
Hey, what you call them estheticians?
I don't know.
Carrington Day girls that do waxes.
give me the girl right now to do lashes, dog. She cute, man. You know what I want? This country. This is what I'm into. Give me the girl that do lashes that got like 500 Instagram followers. Those are God's angels, dog. Give me them, dog. Them are the ones I'm trying to talk to. Give me her.
Chuck Day girls that do waxes and body sculpting.
You is crazy, dog. Anyway, man, let's go get back to the football, man. Let's get back to the football, man.
Hold on.
Right. Let's get back to the football, yeah.
Any football player we talking about are into the kind of girls that we talking about. Those be the main ones that got a football baby daddy. You know them. Them are the main ones that used to talk to some random old football player. No, stop it. This is talking football. This is just
because Carrington Day girls with influencer in their IG bio.
No, I don't know. No, that is not. That was not the girls I'm not into. No, I'm not into them girls. Bro. I'm not into
about that.
I am not into hacked at 76,000. Nah, no. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. No, I'm gonna tell y'all. I don't think I've ever told this story before.
Oh shit.
I went to brunch with this girl maybe like a year ago. It's like, hey, we know each other. Let's go out and eat. Whatever, right? Let's go. All right, cool. We having a good conversation. The phone gets the food gets there. She was like, "Stop!" I was like, "What's going on?" And my phone eats first. I was kind of confused at what she meant. She took her phone out and did like a whole boomerang with the meals. And I was like, I'm never going anywhere with this girl ever again, dog. That's not, I'm telling you. She said the phone eats first, and she took her and started doing a boomerang with our meals. Nah, bro. I'm not interested in that kind of girl. That's not the kind of girl I'm interested in. I had to wait. Then you know how girls be trying to do the random where like, they trying to like toast a drink, but like your hand can't be in the picture. It's too much. I don't want to be a part of that, dog. I don't want to be
a man,
I don't want to be a part of that, dog.
Yeah. Her baby daddy was watching. Her baby daddy watching. That's what the problem is.
I don't want to be a part of that, dog.
Yeah, definitely, dog.
Yeah, whose sleeve was that, girl?
I don't want to be a part of that, man.
She definitely got a roster. Doing all that stuff.
Yeah, she ain't ready to make you official and exclusive.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, she looked at me and said, "Phone eats first."
Girl, he worked at the radio station, girl.
I don't want.
High 103. No, girl, some little thing in Kansas.
He be talking. I don't listen to it though. Thank you. I don't need you to listen. I really don't. I don't need you to listen in any capacity. No.
Oh yeah, I definitely dated some Pontiac Grand Dam chicks. We are way off the rails here. I don't know.
I'm just laughing at Boogie. Boogie ain't been laughing about 5 minutes. All of this hit way too home for Boogie. Boogie like, dog, Boogie ain't laughed in about 5 minutes.
I ain't messing with y'all, man. I ain't catching no Fed cases, man.
Not no Fed cases. You stupid, man. But yo, I want to ask you about Big Red real quick, man. So now that Big Red has 2 Super Bowls under his belt now, like what conversation does he end up in now as far as all-time head coaches?
People saying my internet is trash. I'm literally at work still. So if the internet ain't good, I don't know what to do. My internet, I'm sitting here at work still. I'm like, yo, I don't know. This ain't my internet. I got Spectrum. Andy Reid. I think he's top 5 now, probably. Maybe top 8. We actually talked about this. I think there's a path to people thinking that Reid's better than Belichick. All right, follow this. This is what I think the path is. Let's say that the Patriots continue to be the Patriots they are right now. Like, let's say they're the Patriots that they just are like barely hovering around the playoffs for the next like 6 years. Let's say the Chiefs win 2 more Super Bowls and they keep being the Chiefs. So Reid finishes with 4. And Belichick has shown no real ability to be a great coach outside Tom Brady. Is that the argument? That like Reid gets to 4. He's got 4 and that'd be 6 appearances, maybe 7 appearances by the time he's out. And he's also shown he can win at every single stop. I won with Michael Vick. I won with Donovan McNabb. I won with, you know what I mean? Maybe that's the system. I don't know. Maybe that's the system that gets you there.
He's definitely 2 inactive coaches. If we going strictly active, he's definitely firmly 2.
I mean, I would say right now he's number 1.
He's number 1. He's number 1 to me, bro. Yeah. He's definitely number 1.
Yeah. Belichick don't look the same without Brady, man. We always thought it was it Bill or Brady? It was Brady.
See, this is actually what I think it is. I think that Belichick, like, quarterback in 2001 just wasn't as important as it is now. So, like, when you draft Mac Jones in the first round, all of us watched Alabama. You had to notice the clear limitations that Mac Jones had. Like, Mac Jones is not a player you can draft in the first round. That's a player you get in the 3rd round. That's the player you get later in the draft. Like, Mac Jones could have worked in 2003. Think about all the young quarterbacks now. If you don't have a measure of athleticism, you just can't play quarterback at this level. Like, I think we're over the Eli Manning era. Like, that's just not the kind of quarterback. Like, think of all the good quarterbacks you think are under 30. You got to be able to move. Nobody's saying that you got to be Jalen Hurts, but, like, you got to have Mahomes' athleticism. You got to have Burrow's athleticism. Like, there has to be some measure of running. Like, Mac Jones, his ceiling was the 17th best quarterback in the league. You're not winning a championship with that guy. Maybe you could during Brady's early years. You could win a championship by being really good defensively. But you got to think like what Belichick is really good at being a defense. You can't build a defense like that anymore. Like you aren't building a defense in 2023 that can hold really good teams to 17 points. You just can't do it. Like you cannot do it. You cannot do it. So I think a lot of what Belichick's strengths are just aren't translating to modern day NFL. Where Andy, I think what the case would be is Andy's been doing this since 99 at a high level. Andy's been a coach for 24 years in the league and has 3 losing seasons. Like every year Andy Reid is your coach, at a minimum, you're winning 9 games. That's the floor. 9 wins is the floor if Andy is your coach. That's crazy. Like the NFL is designed for you to be up and then down. And it's just it's built in that kind of way. Andy Reid is the opposite. We're always going to be up.
That really is remarkable, man, that he's doing that. And he's still doing that at a high level. And like you mentioned, like, you know, it's crazy. Like, since Andy Reid's been here, you know, we tried to win with Alex Smith. We tried to win a bowl with him. You see that didn't work out. We had a good defense, right? These Super Bowl wins, our defense has been solid, but we have yet to have a top 10 defense in these Super Bowls we won. Like, our defense has been middle of the pack every time we won. And that's
defense anymore, though. Yeah. Nobody plays defense.
Philadelphia was just a couple sacks away from the 85.
I ain't about to do all that.
You see what happened to them.
Yeah, I ain't about to do all that, country. But at the end of the day, man, it just goes to show you gotta have that elite coach, and you also gotta have that elite quarterback.
What if I present a theory with you guys that there are no top tier defenses anymore? Like there just aren't any. Like
there's no 85 Bears. There's no
not even that. Like not even 85 Bears. Like I legitimately don't think. I don't think you can't hold good offenses to 21 points anymore. You can't do it anymore. So like at a minimum, if you play a Kansas City, a Philadelphia, if you play a team that you think can score, they're going to score at least 24 points. Every time you play them, they're going to score 24 points. So like we say, Chiefs haven't had a top 10 defense. I'm with you. I agree with you. I don't know if there are top 10 defenses anymore. Not in the way that we grew up. Like we used to grow up where there were like 2 or 3 teams, Chicago, Baltimore, that were like Tampa Bay, clearly better than everybody else defensively. I don't know if you can be that anymore.
Yep, fair point.
Yeah, like they said, it's more turnovers for defenses now.
Yeah, right now it's about sacks, turnovers. Like you got to start thinking in a way of, all right, the offense is going to get 8 possessions. Can we figure out a way to stop 3 of them and then hold them to a field goal on 2 of them? And if you can do that, you got a chance. You got a chance to be good. But like if you're Kansas City, I don't care how good you think your defense is. If your offense doesn't score 27 points, then you leave yourself vulnerable to lose to any team in the National Football League that has a capable quarterback.
Yeah, but I was going to answer Julia's question. Julia, I'm not ready for that conversation yet. We got to wait till Travis Kelce's career is at least done with before we start talking about that.
What was the question?
But,
Montana and Kelce. Montana and Rice are. They too. That's historical. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another level. That.
Montana
they might be in the rear view. It's close. Carrington,
country don't never want to take the other team in it, whatever the conversation be. Have you noticed that, Boogie? Like right now, they could be like, all right, so which dynasty was better, the Patriots or the Chiefs? I can't answer that, man. I don't know. Oh, you know the answer. Like, why do you be doing this, man?
That's not true.
It's like we're not there yet.
I don't know, man. You gotta give me some time to think about it, man. Well, you know the answer. You know the answer.
Let me ask you the question that's nobody answering. Nobody asking. Who's your backup quarterback next year?
Marcus Mariota.
Oh my goodness, why? Why?
I'll take that.
I'm not mad at that, bro, at all.
No, I want Carrington to explain this. Why do you want Marcus Mariota? Because I'm not for that, honestly.
My argument would be, now I think people hear this and they take it to the extreme. Patrick Mahomes has an injury history. He has an injury history. Last year, the high ankle sprain, the concussion. He has an injury history. He plays football. Like, that's not a negative. Like, if you play football, you're going to get hurt. But, like, he has gotten hurt multiple times in playoff games. If there's one thing they will say, some teams are going to need their backup quarterback to help them win a game. Give me an established backup veteran quarterback in that situation. Oh. So give me Marcus Mariota. I mean, I'm cool with if you think it's Carson Wentz, if you think it's Marcus Mariota, you think it's Sam Darnold, you think it's Baker Mayfield, all those guys. But we say no, like that's what Chad Henne was. Like I know Chad Henne is this thing of lore. Chad Henne was a second-round pick. He was bad as a starting quarterback. He then was a backup for 4 years, and then he was on the Chiefs. Let's not make it seem like Chad Henne was this great prospect that they built up. Chad Henne was Sam Darnold is who he was. That's who he was. He was Sam Darnold. He was a bad starting quarterback that was a backup quarterback. So, yeah, Marcus Mariota, I mean, no one's saying Mariota is going to get you 9 wins. You don't need him to do that. They will need their backup quarterback one time next year. Who do you want that person to be? I'm not picking Shane Buechele to come into a playoff game in that situation. I'll take Marcus Mariota.
No, if I was casting a reboot of Friday Night Lights, maybe I'd take Shane Buechele, but I don't.
Mariota would be
cool. I don't feel comfortable putting them in the game.
With those RPOs, Mariota would be cool with that. I'm cool on Carson Wentz. Please, not Carson Wentz.
Very cool on Carson.
I'm the biggest Carson Wentz fan. Please,
no.
Leave that alone, man.
No, man.
Right,
but
man.
it'll be interesting because Marcus Mariota he is going to be on that NFL quarterback special on Netflix.
We got to wrap it up. Carrington getting texts from that girl, man.
No, don't try to put that on me. Absolutely not.
We were supposed to watch Snowfall, man. Where you at? Hold on.
I've actually never seen Snowfall. I've never seen it before.
Me either, man.
Hey, man, in the show.
I never seen it. Actually, no, I take that back. I watched the first episode. And it was cool, and I don't know why I just didn't stop watching it. I didn't dislike it. I just stopped watching.
But you love Breaking Bad.
I do love Breaking Bad.
Why?
Because it's great. I don't know what kind of question is that.
The first 2 seasons sucked.
I don't agree with that at all. Actually,
you said it yourself.
I've never said that.
Country.
I've never said that.
That third season is amazing. The first 2 seasons are a drag, but then you get to.
I never said that about Breaking Bad. I mean, season one's okay. Season one's okay.
I got it.
Season one's okay because Jesse is just super annoying in the first season. Season 2 it starts to pick up. I mean, yeah, I would say around the part where Tuco pops up, the show starts to getting entertaining. Yeah, whenever Tuco. And then they go to the house. I don't want to spoil it. Nobody's ever seen it before. But yeah, whenever Tuco pops up, the show starts to get good.
For who? Jack Wilson, Juice? What are you talking about?
He called him Jack Wilson.
Well.
I'm telling you, at this point in my life, I'm not talking to no girl that tells me to pull up at the Velvet Freeze, dog. That's not a girl I'm interested in. No, that is not my queen to be. Absolutely not.
Breaking Bad or Ozark?
I've never seen Ozark.
Oh, man.
I started the first season. I got to get back in.
Actually, no, I take that back. I watched the first episode of Ozark, and it was something about Jason Bateman moving weight that I couldn't, I wasn't about to buy the dude
bro. That was my hang up too.
Now selling drugs, I couldn't do it. Maybe that's what it's about. I don't know. I watched the first episode, and it was dreary and dark the whole time, and I don't know, man. What shows am I watching right now?
Last of Us.
Cocaine. About to say you watching BMF?
Amazing.
I am watching BMF. I'm watching that.
Yeah, I know you're watching that.
Charles watching BMF. It. Yeah, just like Charles.
I like BMF. I probably will watch Last of Us. I haven't watched it yet.
What about Bel Air? I know you checked out Bel Air. The World Chiefs music was on the first episode.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet.
Bel Air is dope.
Man,
Bel Air is dope, man.
You know, Carrington watching Lock Up Love. What's that? Love and Lock Up.
That's because Country be on there recruiting. He be on there like Brett Veach trying to find them draft picks.
Man.
Country definitely be looking for a girl's social media so you can write him a letter after we watching one of them shows. Country be trying to be Facebook friends with the girls on Love Lockdown.
I'm good.
He'll be trying to be Facebook friends with them.
How far do you think Jalen Carter falls? Do you think he falls?
That's a great question. I haven't thought anything about the draft. I can't even lie to you, man.
Me either.
Yeah, I haven't got there yet, man. One thing I've learned about me, just like doing this job, is I gotta be like focused on like a time in a season, and it's hard for me to like, you know what I mean? Like January, I was super locked in, like I was focused. Like this is a playoff run. I think they're gonna make a run. I gotta be all right, cool. Then when they went to the Super Bowl, I'm like, all right, it's really like 3 weeks. It's the week before the Super Bowl, the week they're in the Super Bowl, and then the week reacting. Like I kind of look at them as like two of their own individual like seasons, so to speak. So this is the first time that I've kind of like, you know, I went out of town last week. That I kind of was like, all right, like I kind of feel like we're in this like weird lull until the NCAA tournament starts. So now I'll start watching shows and stuff, but I wasn't really watching nothing in January. Like I was just, it was AFC playoffs. I would watch some NBA. I would go to bed and watch a movie, and that's like I wasn't doing nothing else in January. Like that was it for me. I was in the house.
All right, so we on the time schedule. Last question: is there any way in hell the Royals keep us interested to training camp?
No, I don't want that to be the last question. I don't want that to be the. I don't want that to be. Right now it's 9:21. I will stay till 9:30. I can't let us go out like that. I can't.
Yeah, dog. We need a better last question.
I don't. If people just want to rapid fire ask questions, I'll answer the questions.
What do you have planned for the draft? The draft is in Kansas City. I know.
I haven't thought about it. We had a meeting about it, like right before the playoffs started. And that was it. We had a meeting. No, I can't. I can go out of town, can't I? I didn't do nothing.
They don't even pay Carrington enough to go out of town.
I ain't gonna say all that. You said that. I didn't say that.
No. I know you're getting some money over there.
Yeah, no. I had a great time. I had a great trip. I forgot what I was saying. I got distracted. You was making fun of me.
We was talking about the draft. We was talking about your plans for the NFL draft.
Oh yeah, I don't know. People like I really don't think about. I think about the show in like bits and pieces. Like right now, I'm in a get to the NCAA tournament mode. You know, like I'm in that mode, and then it'll be hey, well maybe Kansas will win this thing, and then it'll be like, oh wait, we got 35 days before the draft. Like let's start to really, you know what I mean? So I don't think about it.
Hey, see, I got a question for you.
Not K-State, not Missouri. Damn.
I mean, I don't think Missouri's going to win the tournament. I think they might win a game in the tournament. I don't think they're going to win the whole thing. Kansas could win the whole thing. I don't think Missouri can.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead, if Royals move downtown, do you think the Chiefs will get a new stadium, or you think we'll stay where we at?
I think they're going to get a new stadium where they are. I think they're going to do basically what the Yankees did, what the Cardinals did. I got somebody asked me this earlier. This is my prediction. No one's told me this. This is my prediction.
Oh, I got something.
I think the new Arrowhead goes exactly where Kauffman Stadium is right now, and I think the Chiefs build like a Chiefs kingdom out at Arrowhead. I think the Chiefs have like clearly shown. Like they've shown they're in more than just the football business. Like they've shown they're in we want to do concerts, we want to hold festivals, like we want to do all these other things. And I think what they're gonna do is like they're gonna put a hotel out there and like, hey, y'all been staying at all these other places. We're gonna sell you a ticket package to go see Beyonce and a room, and we're gonna keep and pocket the money. So like that's what I think the future is. I think. There's only 2 places in the metro that even offer that. It's where they currently are and out by the Legends. Like that's it. Like to have the space that the Chiefs need to operate, it's not that many places in the city that I think do that. So I think once the Royals move and now the Chiefs just have all of this space out here, well, let's just build on this space. Like we have enough room here to do it. And, you know, we can still, so that's what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to do basically what the Cardinals did, and they're going to build, they're going to build a new stadium right where Kauffman is.
I'm cool.
Yeah,
with
like
I'm cool with not getting the Super Bowl. I think you put a retractable roof over there. You get the Final Four. You get big concerts. They starting to branch out into hip hop all of a sudden. Fat Joe is like the new Kansas City legend all of a sudden.
I mean,
no, book for the Big 12 conference.
So actually rules that if you build a new stadium, you get a Super Bowl. So if they build a new stadium with the roof, they will 100% get a Super Bowl. Like that's why Minnesota got one. Remember Minnesota got one a few years ago?
Yeah, that's
right. So Minnesota built a new stadium, they got a Super Bowl. So if the Chiefs build a stadium and put a roof over it, they will 100% get the Super Bowl. So I mean that's also a reason to build one. You get they will then get the Final Four. Like they will be in the line to get the Final Four. Like what makes Indianapolis different than Kansas City? So
Yeah, like here's the thing. The biggest complaint that people have been having in regards to our stadium is there's not much around it. And like with the Royals moving downtown, you can start putting stuff around that stadium. So
Clark Hunt knocking out Taco Bell, that church, that gas station. No, he's knocking all that out. That's all. 100%. Y'all on borrowed time.
100%.
He knocking all that out.
And just, I mean, my biggest logic in this is anything is we think the Chiefs that are having the success that they're having, we think that they're about to let the Royals build a brand new $1 billion stadium, and they're like, hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna throw another $200 million on the stadium we already have. That doesn't even make sense to me that people think that's gonna happen. Like, we all know how these things work. Like, the Royals are about to get a significant amount, not $100 million. The Royals are about to get $1 billion in tax dollars. We think the Chiefs are just gonna be fine with that. There's not gonna, they don't want anything. No, they're gonna build a new stadium.
See that? Tell me why it's not going to Kansas. Only good things, please.
I wouldn't say that there's no chance that it goes to Kansas. I wouldn't say that. I don't think it's going to Kansas. I wouldn't say that it's no chance that it goes to Kansas. I just don't think that there's no chance that it goes to Kansas. I just don't. Yeah, there's certainly a chance it goes to Kansas.
Okay, all right. So I got a last question now. It's better.
Interesting.
So Carrington did not get to light the Christmas tree downtown.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't get to do that. That hurts my feelings.
Is there any way Carrington has a great relationship with Brett Veach, Andy Reid, all those guys? Is there any way that Carrington Harrison gets to announce a draft pick for the Kansas City Chiefs?
No, I don't think so. I actually had a chance.
Let's do it.
Yeah, no, I actually had a chance to be on the stage during the Plaza Lights thing because I know Bob Kendrick really well. But they only would give me one pass, and I'm like, well, if my mom and my sister can't go, then I don't want to go. That's part of getting to do the cool stuff is you can share with your family and stuff. So I declined, but no, that is a goal of mine.
Let's get that started. Let's start the movement.
I just want to be on the stage. I don't think I'm ever going to be at the point in life where they're like, hey, Carrington, do you want to turn the Plaza Lights on? I don't think that. I want to be around the person that does turn on the Plaza Lights. I just want to be on the stage so I can be like, oh, I was a part of the festivities. That's what I want to do. I do want to do that.
I think Nick Wright is close.
I agree. And if Nick ever got asked to do the Plaza Lights, then I'd be excited because I know that means I would get to be on the stage. So yeah, no, I'm with you. So that's what I'm kind of hoping. I'm kind of hoping that he gets the opportunity to turn on the Plaza Lights. Yeah, he's at the. I actually was wondering this. I went to go eat probably 3 weeks ago. I was wondering if I had reached a high enough point in my life where I could be on the wall at Garozzo's. I don't know if you guys ever been to Garozzo's or not, but there's all of these. Because I remember one time,
man, don't be gassing them up.
This was
do that.
I mean, I don't know why that's a true statement. But I remember one time my friend asked me if I died, do you think I would trend? And I was like, I don't know if I would trend. Tomorrow, if I just died, would I trend it? You remember when Trends KC would tweet, oh, this is now trending in Kansas City. So they asked me if I died, would I trend? I do feel confident now. If I died, I think I would be on the front page of the paper now. If I died, tomorrow, Tomorrow,
the call paper or the regular paper?
No, the call. You gonna do me with the call? You gonna do me with the call?
I'm about to say, dang, that's messed up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I would be the lead story in the Star, but I definitely think like tomorrow. Let's say Boogie shot me, boom, or let's say that Boogie was driving a car and we got in a car accident and Boogie lived and I died. I think my death would be on the front page of the Star. I do think that. I do think I've got to that point that my death would be on the front page of the Star. So maybe that's the highest I can get. I can't get any higher in the city.
Please knock on some wood, please.
Yeah, maybe that.
Yeah,
I'm serious though. That's a good question. Have I got to that point in life? Yeah, I think so. I think I'm there. I think I'm almost there. Front page of the. Oh, I would definitely get the big on the call. I'm like a black leader in the city. What are you talking about? I'm a black leader in the city. Yo, I'm serious.
Are you really a black leader? Nah.
Yes. What are you talking about? I'm a very influential person, a part of the black delegation. What are you talking about? I'm the most
Black History Month just got over, man.
Say why you got to throw Boogie into it?
You know what I'm saying, Paul? Why I gotta be the stereotypical? If Boogie shoots me,
that's crazy. But Carrington, man, we appreciate you hopping on this pod with us again. I think you're the only three times guy on here.
Can you please remind Nick that I know him a little bit, like slightly?
No, why would I do that? I'm still trying to get things for myself. Like I literally I hung out with Nick the Tuesday before the parade. We actually had a good time. But I was like, yo, when are you gonna tell Joy Taylor that I said hello? Like, I'm still trying to get things for myself. Like, you worried about your situation. Like, I read it to you one time. I wrote Joy Taylor a note and I sent it to Nick and his wife to give to Joy Taylor. I wrote her a note. So no, I'm not. Why am I doing favors for you in this situation? No, I'm not doing favors.
Nick Wright, you a LeBron
Nick
fan,
Wright
man.
Says Carrington and Danny were interns.
Yeah, I mean, John, this is actually the thing. It was funny. So somebody was like, "Hey, can you help me get Taylor Swift tickets for the?" And I'm like, "You're not high enough in my life to ask for that kind of favor. You're not high enough to ask that kind of favor. You're not high enough."
Hell of a favor.
There's certain people that like, hey, if you ask me that, yeah, I would. I used to lie and be like, man, I got you. I'd see what I could do. I was not gonna see what I was gonna do, but I was gonna make you feel. Now I'm just gonna tell you, like, you're not high enough in my life for me to call in that favor. No, you're not high enough in my life. There's certain people that are. Yeah, I'll make the phone call. Hey, can you help so and so? Yeah, I'll do that. You're that's not where you are in my life, and that's fine. Not everybody's gonna be that way.
There's one person I know that could probably get it done for me. Actually, two. But I haven't been able to reach out to them either.
Yeah.
What are y'all gonna do in the off season? What are y'all gonna do? What you guys playing in the off season?
There is no off season. The combine starts tomorrow. Draft in 30 days. Free agency.
Definitely be watching the combine.
You know what? When you don't need a quarterback, it's hard to watch the combine.
That's a good point. No, that's a good point. That's why, like
watching it for what?
I'm starting to realize, like, people just love sports like differently than I love sports. Like, I love talking about sports. I love following it, but like, y'all be making 7 mock drafts. Y'all just like. I don't have any interest in doing that. Like, none. You know what? Like, you're not going to accurately get the 31st overall pick. You're not going to accurately do it. You're not going to do it. You can get like the top 10. You could probably get 8 of the top 10, right? You could probably do that. You're not getting 31. And then y'all be taking it to the extreme. You be seeing the same little PFF with the grades on there, like how you did. Like, y'all be doing a full 11 pick. Chiefs it's nuts to me. It's nuts. I don't know what kind of free time y'all got. Everybody got different free time, but if you right now, if you have made any point in your life to get on the internet and make a 7-round Chiefs mock drafts, you just love football more than I do. I don't love it that much. I don't love it that much. I don't want to follow it that much. I don't care. You can start you could just start creating names in the 6th round. And I would be like, oh, yeah, sounds good. Look great. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, Carrington, what do you think? Great. I'm going to tell you great. Yeah, it's great. You did a great job. You did a fantastic.
Of all, I resent these shots at Jay Binkley, first of all.
I love Bink. And I make fun of Bink about this too. I love Binkley. I love Binkley with all my man.
Oh, man.
I love
care enough.
Okay.
No, if you care enough to try to project who the Chiefs are going to draft in the 7th round, you have a problem. I don't know what to tell you. You have a problem. You have a football problem is what you have. And I don't have a football problem. I don't. I do not have a football problem. I have a lot of other problems. That's not one of them.
Right. I love football, but I've never, ever sat down and done a mock draft. Ever.
Never?
I don't know if I'm ever going to get there. Do a 7-round mock draft?
I was just trying to see how high a grade I could get at one point. I'm like, let me try to get an A+. I don't even know.
He had him taking Jackson Smith and Jibba in the 3rd round and trying to get an A. Like, he's not going to be available.
Right.
He's not going to be available. Man.
I've done no mock drafts this year, though.
He's not.
The NBA mock draft with 15 foreign people you never heard of in your life? No.
Yeah, that's
bad. That's bad.
Country. Let me ask you a question right now. Would you rather right now Patrick Mahomes give you $500 or Patrick Mahomes follow you on Twitter but never reply to anything you send him?
Oh, I take that follow.
But I'm saying is Patrick Mahomes never acknowledges you, never tweets you back. He just follows you. That's it. So like
Tyrann Mathieu followed me for 6 months and never interacted with me.
That $500 was never an option.
Did he do that one time?
Never was an option.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying right now, Patrick Mahomes. I'm saying right now, Patrick Mahomes will cash app you $500, or he will follow you, but just never acknowledge your existence. He will never retweet you. He will never laugh at anything you say. He will never respond to a DM. It is just he follows you. That's it. It's all you get. Just he follows you. What would you do? What would you do?
I would take it.
Take what, the follow?
Follow me. Yeah. Cause how much I'm gonna get? Because Patrick Mahomes follow me.
You're not gonna get any
all type of attention from that.
What kind of attention do you get from Mahomes following you?
Pat Mahomes follows him.
The more followers.
Are you serious?
Give me that $500, man.
I'm gonna be like Kylie out here with 11,000 if Pat Mahomes follow me tomorrow.
Okay, my bad. I didn't know.
I got 2 followers when you follow me.
Okay, my bad. So it's like right now,
Alex Gold.
Honestly, it's like right now, if Patrick Mahomes followed me, you think I get something from Mahomes following me?
No, because you're a sports radio guy.
Yeah, he already comes on the show with you on Mondays.
Yeah, you already in there.
Hold on. I just want to clear this up. Me and Mahomes are not boys by any. I don't want you to think like he come on the show because he's doing it because we're close. No, that's not what happens. This is what happens. I'm gonna tell you. Now, I will say this. In the off season, we actually do kind of talk. Like, it'll be like, hey, how's it going? How's your off season been? It's like way more casual. Football season, it'd be like, yo, he got 12 minutes. That's what it'll be. So like I can spend the 12 minutes bullshitting. Like we don't gotta hit record. We can spend the 12 minutes, but it'll be you got 12 minutes. So the moment he get on the phone and say hello, you better hit record and start talking and start asking him questions. It ain't a whole lot of like, you know what I mean? And then when he get off the phone, he get off the phone. So like some people come on because we have a relationship, right? Like we know each other, blah, blah, blah. That ain't why Mahomes is coming on the show. He ain't coming on the show because we cool. Ain't no way coming on the show.
It's business.
Yeah, no way coming on the show. No, not at all. I know that. It's like I don't really go around like I know I'm not doing anything to get the Patrick Mahomes interview. It is just I work, I work at the place. They have this deal. You know what I mean? Like it's not like we boys in that sense. Like
y'all be hooping that Hillcrest together.
I've never hooped with Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes is not in no Hillcrest, man. You crazy?
No, dude.
Yeah, right. Like he's like that Lifetime Fitness. Bro.
Yeah, I don't like. we don't even do the interviews in person. Like we do the interviews over the phone. Like I've been around Mahomes maybe like 4 or 5 times. Like we've talked in person before. But yeah, like I don't have his number. We don't follow each other. We're not boys in that sense. I don't make it seem like we cool, like we go way back or nothing.
Country, you doing it for $1,000 or what?
Yeah, 1,000. What you doing?
Nah, I'm taking 1,000.
He gonna take that 1,000.
I'm put that into the show.
We're gonna take the 1,000.
Taking the bread
I
easily,
think
bro.
it would benefit a regular guy like me. I think it would benefit me more than it would ever benefit you.
At this point, I don't really know how.
This is Twitter though, Carrington. They're gonna be like, why does he follow him? I'm following him.
Yeah, I just don't think Twitter follows. I think Twitter follows maybe in like 2013 had currency, but like I just don't know if it has currency anymore. Like Pat McAfee follows me, like it like what has it done for my life? You know what I mean? Like it's not like Pat McAfee comes on the show. You know, we don't talk. You know what I mean? Like the dude from Around the Horn, Tony Reale, follows me on Twitter. So yeah, I don't think Twitter follows have the currency that they used to have. Just like blue check marks. Like having a blue check mark, there was a time where it was like, dog, you got a blue check? Nobody cares about that.
Like you aren't that shit.
Yeah, blue checks are dead right now.
And like I'm trying to think.
It's about the gold check mark now.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think like on Twitter. Like I actually think Drake's one of those people. I know Country doesn't, but like if like there's only like a handful of people that like I think them following you on Twitter matters. And I'm not sure if Patrick Mahomes is on that list yet. I actually think Jay-Z and Beyonce are on that list, Country.
What?
Like tomorrow, if like Jay-Z started following you on Twitter, it'd be like, yo, how did this happen? Like Jay-Z just woke up one day and followed Country on Twitter.
Country would cry, man.
He would cry.
I did get mad when he was tweeting and he didn't respond to the tweet that
I told you, yeah.
I was like, yo, it was crazy. Really Jay-Z.
So I don't know if y'all heard the interview or not, but y'all know like we wasn't asking football players football questions. We were just asking them random questions. So we was talking to Juju Smith-Schuster, and he just like casually brought up, I had dinner with Jay-Z and Beyonce one time. Hold on, wait, hold on. No, what? Like, tell us the story. So he was like, yeah, when I signed the Rock Nation, they invited me to dinner with them. And I'm like, bro, like, what? This is not a normal life. Like, them dudes be living like crazy. It just don't be normal, man. Like, the stuff be wild, man. That's not a normal life, going to dinner with Jay-Z and Beyonce. No. It's just not a normal life. It's not normal.
It sure ain't in a lot of ways.
It's not normal, man. But I'm trying to be like Chuck. I'm trying to be like Chuck.
The Illuminati.
Okay, so would you take
chill out
25,000 of Rihanna following you?
I'm not. I just told. I don't think that Twitter
she
follows.
Occasionally DMs you.
I don't think Twitter follows have any value. I really.
So you wouldn't take the Rihanna follow?
No.
And she occasionally DMs you?
No.
Just to check on you.
I'm okay. I'm all right.
You lying, Joy Taylor? Then
yeah, I'm about to say, you okay now? You okay now?
For $25,000?
Y'all crazy as it, man.
Yeah, 25,000 is nuts. Now, like, all right, right now, if you're telling me would I take Rihanna follow me or $500? Yeah, I'd probably take the Rihanna because like the $500 just doesn't do anything.
$500.
But you're telling me I could talk to. You're saying like every once in a while I can say that me and Rihanna talk to each other. That's worth $500 to me. Yeah, it's worth $500.
Yeah, that's
worth $500.
I do. I interact with certain players.
Yeah, because I'm thinking what is $500? Like $500 is one really nice dinner and a pair of tennis shoes. I would trade that for Rihanna, 100%.
That would definitely be in the show opening. Welcome to the Drive, where Rihanna follows the host.
I wouldn't be there that day. What are you talking about? I wouldn't be there. I would not be at work that day. I would not be at work that day. No, I would not. I would not be at work. Someone said president follows. Yo, if Donald Trump followed me right now on Twitter, I would block him. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I would block him 100%. I'm not even joking. Right now, if I saw that Donald Trump, the real Donald Trump, followed me, I would block him. I don't want it. I'm okay. I don't want that energy around me. I don't even want Donald Trump to think that we cool in that way. I don't even want that. Ooh. I don't want him to think. I don't want him to think that. $25,000. $25,000.
Taking the cash money. Taking the cash money.
That's not.
What's your price? What's your price?
That I would take the date with Joy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't answer that, man. We still waiting on Nick Wright, man.
We don't get Nick Wright, man. I know who I need to talk to. There's two people. I know both of them.
I think I would take the date with Joy over $1,000. 1,500 to 2 is kind of like, it's like have an amazing vacation for $2,000. You can go on a really good vacation for $2,000.
Oh, yeah.
Like, is that worth it? Like tomorrow, I'm just like, yo, I'm out. I'm in Tulum for the next 6 days. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
You got to bet on yourself, though, man. You got to pull a Flacco.
That is a good point. Because I kind of do feel like, all right, let's say Joy decides to spend like the whole evening with me. Like, hey,
let's do this. Draft is in Kansas City. You walk around with Nick, you bump into Joy. Oh, hi, Joy. Hey, I'm in town for the week. I would love to get dinner tonight. Nick says, hey, he's not busy. He can show you around. Where would you take her?
Oh, this is good. What time is it? This is a great question. What time is it?
It's the draft. So it's
all right.
Thursday, day before the draft.
How much time does she have? Is a good question.
She here all weekend.
I know, but like, are we hanging out? Like, I'm just saying is, let's say that we're hanging out Saturday at 1. My plan's gonna be different than Friday at 7. My plan's gonna be different because Friday at 7, I'm creating intimate vibes. Like, we're going to a place where like it's gonna be 12 people and it's just me and you eating. It's gonna be we going to a drink place that I know is not a lot of people.
Stop, Juice.
It's disrespectful.
Yeah. No. See, I'm not taking her to Ocean Prime. I'm not going to Ocean Prime. No, I'm not going to Ocean Prime. You got to have a little bit more like creativity in that. Yeah, no. This is probably a situation.
So draft.
So you taking her to Skies?
Draft weekend is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. She comes in Wednesday. You bump into her early Thursday morning. I'm free. I've recorded the show, and I got from now until 7:00 tomorrow when I got to be here for the draft. That's your window.
All right. What time is it again?
It's Thursday night, Thursday afternoon,
till Friday morning.
Till Friday afternoon. So she got to be at the draft at 3. So you got
so when I got to go to work too. I would say this is
going to work. Shut up.
No, I'm going to work. I can't miss a Friday after they draft. I can't. That.
No, I'm talking about the Thursday before the draft.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. No, I'm not going to work then. All right. So this is a good question. This is probably where I'd pull this is where I'm not really big on asking favors, but I'm probably asking somebody, hey, I need to be in the back. I don't need to be in the front. I need to be in the back. Like, I need a private one-on-one. We have like a chef bringing us the food, like a private experience. Like, I want to show her I got a little bit of juice. You know what I mean? I want to show her I got some juice. Like, I don't want we got to go to people coming up to her and taking pictures. Like, I'm trying to show her, hey, I know the owner of this restaurant. Like, we at 801 Chop House, but we in the back. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody back there. It's just me and her. Good conversation. After that, you know what? I'm actually really big on Green Lady Lounge. I think that's a really good place to take somebody to get a drink. There's live music. Boy. It's quiet. Ain't nobody gonna bother us. Green Lady.
That spot.
Yeah, I think those two, and then you play it by ear after that. Because let's say now it's like 1:00 in the morning. Maybe she want to have a hotel nightcap at the hotel bar. I don't know. I got to be ready. I got to be prepared. I got to be prepared for that in the morning. I got to be prepared. Maybe she's like, I got to get some rest. Do you want to go to brunch in the morning? All right. I know some brunch places that will take us. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Just come on, man.
Y'all got to chill in the comments,
trying to scare them off, man.
Yeah, you trying to take her to Velvet Freeze? You out here trying to take girls to the KC Daiquiri shop. That's wild, man.
No disrespect to the KC Daiquiri shop.
I love the KC Daiquiri shop. I'm not taking I'm not taking Joy Taylor there. I'm not taking her there. I'm not taking her there.
Oh, this show is definitely went off the rails. We're over time.
I don't, bro. This is y'all podcast. This ain't got nothing to do with me. I came on here to talk. I don't know what y'all brought me on here to talk.
That's a good question, though.
I'm on here talking. Yeah, no, I'm on here talking. Yo, have I ever told y'all the story of the time that Charles fell at my house? Have I ever told y'all that story? Have I ever told you a story?
You brought it up.
Okay, and I would tell the time he threw up at training camp.
So
hey, come on, man.
So this was you want to know when this game was, Boogie? This was that week 1 game, Chiefs and Chargers, the one with Alex Smith. Remember they got down big early and they came back and won?
He came back, yep.
Yeah. Alex Smith's best game.
Charles was doing his normal fire everybody, the Chiefs suck routine, right? He was doing his normal I hate everybody, right? I hate everybody. So the Chiefs started coming back. I had a rug in the kitchen. The Chiefs kicked that field goal. Charles went running around the house. Boogie, I bullshit you not. This man Charles slipped on the rug and slipped head first into my refrigerator. Boom. I saw it. I'm dying laughing. It was a couple other people over there. My homie looked at me and was like, yo, did Charles just fall? And dog, the laughter that ensued, it was so funny. It was so funny, man. It was hilarious.
Was he drunk or what?
I was excited.
Bro.
He was drunk off that Chiefs excitement, dog. That's what he was. He was drunk off the Chiefs excitement. That's what it was.
Me, Chuck, and Jerome drove up to St. Joe.
Are you really telling this story? Are you really about to tell this story, dude?
So we end up at what's the bar with the beer towers? So we end up at the bar with the beer
Uncle
towers.
D's.
Uncle D's, yeah, Uncle
D's. Uncle D's. Shout out to Uncle D's. And Carrington was there. Alex Gold was there. Like Alex Gold was like an intern. He was like 17 years old. Then I think who else was there? Binkley might have been there too. Yeah, so we get a beer tower, and Charles is super hyped up. Carrington is definitely gassing him up.
Oh yeah, I was definitely giving premium. I remember this. I remember this story now. I remember this. I remember this.
Man, he tried to guzzle the damn beer tower, and then he get a little shaky. Man, the dude threw up on the table. He ran to the bathroom. And we like, dude, are you okay?
I remember this story.
Then he was like, y'all ready to go home?
Nigga, are you ready to go home?
Dog.
I hate y'all. I hate y'all, man.
That was year 1, though, Chuck. You good?
That was year 1.
That was. I think Alex Smith. That was before Mahomes. That definitely was before Mahomes.
I'm dying.
I ate some bad food that day, man.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
No, it was a beer tower, bro. It wasn't.
Oh my God, Charles said he
built his guts in front of it.
Good times, man.
It happens, man.
Oh,
I talked to Alex Go. He still remembers that. I was like, remember when Chuck threw up?
Yeah, that is hilarious. Dog, I got so many Charles stories, man. Like, I didn't know Charles for a long. Dog, me and Charles went to the last MUKU game at Mizzou Arena. Like, the one with Marcus Dimon. Me and Charles went to that game together. Dog, me and Charles went to the last MUK State game when they was in the Big 12. I'll never forget that day. That was right whenever Ross dropped Rich Forever. Me and Charles listened to Stay Scheming like 70 times that day. Dog.
Yeah, that was
that Drake verse was so hard to me.
Yeah.
We just kept playing it over and over the whole way there. And then they lost, and we just was talking the whole way back about how they got smoked. But yeah, man, I got a lot of Charles stories, man.
What game did we discuss trading for Alex Smith? Was it KU St. Louis University?
I don't even remember.
Barat at T-Mobile? It wasn't T-Mobile then. It was Sprint Center then. But
I don't even remember.
Oh, so you don't remember our random conversation?
Not like Charles is just a different cat, dog. Like Charles just leave a different impression on your life. He's leave a different impression.
Hey, he a superstar.
Yeah.
Carrington, what battle did we watch at your house? Was that
Joe Budden? Joe Budden against Hollow the Don.
Yes.
So yeah.
I was there.
Came over and Bucks. Yep. It was me, you, and Bucks. And my homie Chris Garrison came over.
We was like, Bucks, hey, Lux lost. He was like, nah, man, Lux didn't lose. Nah, bro, Lux got bodied. He was like, nah, man, I don't believe it. Then he made us watch the replay, and he said, hey, man, Mook
came over one time, he was like, and we watched some fight together. I don't remember what Boogie, what fight did we watch together? We watched some fight.
Pacquiao and damn.
Was it Pacquiao and Marquez?
I forgot. I remember Boogie came over one time. Boogie tried to give me some money, and I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, I don't want no money.
Who was that? It was a Pacquiao fight. That was towards the end, though.
Was it Tim Bradley?
Nah, it was,
I don't remember. Boogie's only been over there one time.
Was it Horn?
I don't remember. Yeah. I just remember he came over for a fight, because that was the first time I ever met Boogie. We came over for the fight.
No. We met at that, you had a event at, that, I met Chuck there, too, that 2K tournament.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
I remember that one.
Man, Charles got so many stories, man.
Chuck cannot drink and be around refrigerators.
Charles is a funny dude.
We're making the list.
Charles is a funny dude, man. Charles is funny, man.
You know how long ago that was?
Charles, Charles, like right now, let me ask you a question. Let's say it's like a Sunday afternoon and like a Chiefs cheerleader was like, yo, I've seen your page and I really want to go out with you. Where would you take her? Where is Chuck taking the ladies to wine and dine them? I just want to hear this. Maybe I'll get some ideas.
Oh man, that's a really good question, man. Because there are some dope restaurants around here. I guess I'll go to 801 Chop House.
Oh, you treating them. Money, yeah, man. I know. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And then
my
what?
Chiefs cheerleader. So, what you mean? Then what? Then we going to
What's
the.
Next?
Then we go to the telly down at what's that? Lowe's Hotel.
Oh, we taking her to the Lowe's Hotel. Hey, I see it.
Yeah.
You should go to Stony Creek. That's where all the Chiefs players stay.
Somebody said I'm taking her to Cheesecake Factory. Taking her to Cheesecake Factory.
Start drinking Trulies.
Relax, Juice.
You want me to give you Chuck? You want me to give you an idea, man? You know what you got to start taking the girls to do? Wine tastings, bro. Telling you, man. Take them to go wine tasting.
I've been to a few wine tastings.
I'm telling you, start doing it more often. I'm telling you right now. Right now, Charles, right now, there's some girl you interested in. I want you to DM her right now and say, this Saturday, I want to take you to a winery. And see what she say. See what she say. And you know what, Charles? Tom? You know what, Charles? If you, I'll get out of here with this. But you got to DM a girl and say, hey, it's going to be real sunny out this Sunday. Let me take you to a winery. If she say yes, I'll pay for it.
Ooh.
I'll pay for it. I want to see it, though. I want to see your DM to a girl that says it is Sunday supposed to be real nice. I want to take you to a winery. And then if she says sure and you are going to go, I will boom right there. Cash App. I'll send it to you.
Dang.
That's my word right now in the Kingdom Cast. I'll pay for your date on Sunday with the girl that you've never been on a date with. You just can't be this yo. I'm not even going. I'm not going to entertain that. I'm not going to joke about that. Y'all trying to get me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm telling you, Charles. Whoever on here right now, you got my word, Boogie. John,
I'm here. Chuck, come on, man.
We got video proof.
You got to do it. You post it saying you do that. We get her response. If she agrees, I will send the cash out. I'll post it online that I sent you the money. I just want to see what happens. I just want to see you take a shot here. You know what I mean? Ooh, you know what? I even know a couple of the wineries. I'll help you get set up out here. I'll help you get set up. You'll pull up.
For you. Come on, Chuck.
Yeah. I'm accepting the challenge.
Oh, Chuck said he
accepted the challenge.
That
ain't nothing.
The good luck challenge.
The good luck Chuck. Dog, go ahead, dog. Good weed, white wine, challenge. Come alive in the nighttime. That's what Charles said.
Yeah. What's the deadline on this?
This weekend. You got to do it this weekend.
It's got to be this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend. You got tomorrow. You got Friday. Hey, it's gonna be great out on Sunday. I would love to take you to a winery. You got to post what she said. You can black out her name. You got to post what she says. And then if she agrees, I'll give you the cash app. And I'll post to the timeline that I sent you the money.
LeBron from 3.
Oh, that's a Rick. I don't know what you're talking about.
Damn, you honest? You honest with your LeBronism?
I mean, he can't. He gonna do that little weak ass hesitation move and miss. We know that. I mean,
the show's running out of juice. Chuck stuttering.
Some honesty. I can't believe it.
This man. What I like right now, Boogie, is Charles is going through his mind right now who he gonna ask on that date. That's what he's thinking about. Charles,
I mean, of course.
Is thinking right now.
He really is.
Charles is thinking right now.
He was like,
of course, I got some in mind though.
That's what I want to hear, Chuck. Come on, that's what I want to hear, Chuck. Chuck, the rule is you got to post this on the timeline, though. You got to post a reaction on the timeline. You got to post it.
Well, I got to post the conversation.
You got to post. You ask her. Yeah, you got to post. You ask her. Yeah, you got to post. And then if you do, and then Boogie and Country, we verify that it's real. I will on the timeline, boom, send me your cash app. I will reply to your tweet with a cash app donation to pay for y'all date. You got my word there. You got my word.
All right.
Man, you might be what's the Royals insider?
Josh Vern,
yeah.
You might be Josh Vern.
He'll come out with a wife.
He'll come out with a wife.
Just trying to have some fun and that's it this weekend. Come on, Chuck.
Yeah. All I'm saying is this weekend, this is great. You ain't got no basketball this weekend. There ain't no football next weekend. Selection Sunday. The weekend after that tournament start.
LeBron injured. He can't mess you up.
Sunday Fun Day. Tell her hashtag Sunday Fun Day. Sunday Bun Day. That's what Charles trying to get, dog. Charles trying to get that.
Charles got 4 girls already lined up.
I know. He got 2 phones. One for the plug and one for the hose, dog.
Pull that flip phone out, Chuck. Let's get it.
I don't have a flip phone. I don't have a flip phone. Chill out.
Chill out. Good luck, Chuck challenge, bro.
All right, y'all. I'm getting off here, man. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, Carrington, what you got?
You don't kick us off.
But hold on, Carrington. What you got? Time out. Hold on, Carrington. What you got coming up, though, man? You got anything new coming up,
bro? You got a show tomorrow.
No, besides the usual stuff, man.
Rob and I are starting a podcast. The first episode will be up Tuesday. It's gonna be called Bad Movies, Worst Opinions. Bug, you're sick, bro. I don't know what to tell you. You're sick. I don't even know what to tell you. You're just a sick creature, dog. You're a sick puppy, man. I don't. You know what? I don't want to be on this podcast no more, man. I don't want to be. Hey,
Carrington. Hey, do not judge me when I buy a cameo from Pat Mahomes Sr. promoting this podcast.
You know what? As Pat Sr. really come on your podcast. That's what you need to use it for.
I'm gonna do it.
Pat, hey, say we do a Chiefs podcast when you come on.
We're working on that.
Look, I ain't gonna answer that question then just because of that.
Yeah, thank you. Please don't answer that.
You know what I should do. You know what I just thought is what would go viral.
Tell Nick to change his Instagram.
I need to get Pat Mahomes to ask Joy Taylor to follow me on Twitter.
Ooh.
Patrick Mahomes Sr. Ooh. Hey Joy, follow Carrington at C.Harrison on Twitter.
Oh yeah, that's it, man.
That's the Pat laugh.
I'm smoking on a Philly blunt tonight. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Oh my God. His sound bites are classic.
Silky P, holla at your boy, man.
Oh my goodness.
We'll be in touch.
I actually met him at Harris Casino a few years ago. He's a real cool dude.
I'm sure he was
before the
cool.
AFC Championship game.
Yeah, I'm sure he's. Yeah, I was about to say something, but this is a family podcast. He's cool.
I mean, the Boogie already tried to get us. I don't even, bro. Boogie is sick, dog. I don't know. Boogie is sick, man.
You gotta shoot your shot at Joy at the draft.
I didn't know the question, man.
No, you knew the question, you sick bastard.
hey, listen. If Carrington can shoot a shot at Kelly Jones, he can shoot a shot at Joy.
Bro, you know what?
I know you should ask Chuck. Dang, she might be.
No, can we talk about this before I get out of here?
All right.
Present day Carrington would have a chance. That was too early on in my career.
Yeah, we definitely didn't hear that. We definitely didn't hear that first part, bro.
Yeah, your internet was like, nah, bro.
No, I'm saying, okay, my bad. Today, I would have a chance with Kelly Jones. I would have a chance today. I was too young in the game back then. I wasn't high enough. I didn't have my grown man shit right. Now I would have a chance.
And you drove a Cadillac Broham. That's what.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I wasn't taking girls to wine tastings like Chuck. I wasn't taking them back then. That's not what I was on. I was trying to take girls to go get tacos. I wasn't on it.
Hey,
what kind of tacos though, man?
Street
tacos.
I'm telling you, dog. I'm gonna get out of here. I know I've been telling y'all a lot of stories. Y'all probably don't care, dog. The time Kelly Jones came to watch the Super Bowl with me at my Super Bowl party, I thought I was that dude, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I still got the picture. We was like cuddled up during. So this was the Ravens Niners Super Bowl. We was playing Connect Four together during the blackout and stuff. I'm telling you, couldn't be back in 2012, whenever that was, that I wasn't that guy, man. I thought at that moment I was that guy. I really did.
I ran across that picture today. Actually.
Yeah, I thought I was that dude. I'm telling you. I really thought I was him. I thought I was Himothy. I wasn't, but I thought at that moment. I thought I was.
I know who you should ask, Chuck. Oh, I know.
Who? Say it. Go ahead and say it.
You already here now. I ain't gonna do that. I think I know.
Behind the scenes. But
Boogie,
I got two options.
Boogie, the rule is he has to ask and he has to post it on the timeline. You gotta post it on the timeline. You can. I don't need to see who it is. I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You have to ask on the timeline. Or you have to DM on the timeline, her answer, and post it. And if we see it that someone has agreed to do this, I will reply with a Cash App. You got my word. Boogie is here, Country here. I don't know how many other people is watching this. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can black out the info. I don't need to know her name. Well, I don't care about that. But we need to see that she has agreed, and I will boom right then and there. It ain't gonna be no hesitation.
I'm gonna see your paperwork, Chuck.
Yeah, gotta see your paperwork, dog. I gotta check your Carfax.
And Chuck, for God's sakes, do not say, "Well, I'm doing this challenge with Carrington."
Yeah, no, that don't count. That voids it.
Why would I say that?
Because Chuck,
why would I say that, bro?
Boogie laughing. Boogie like that is something Charles would do. He is like that is something he would do.
It's definitely something.
I would not say those. Boogie, stop. Boogie, don't do me like that, Boogie. Don't do me like that. I would. Come on, Boogie. Don't do me like that, bro. I would not say no crazy stuff like that.
Boogie, let me ask you a question, man.
Stop it.
What percentage chance do you think Charles succeeds here? What percentage?
I think he gonna get it, man. He's a star too, man. I think Chuck, as long as he don't do too much and let the game come to him, I think he will score.
That's the
no. But hold on. Here's the thing, though. We got to determine this. And we got to do this, though. Boogie, this has to be a cold DM.
I love you, man.
This has to be a cold DM. Charles can't start talking to her for an hour and then ask. I mean, right now, first question, first question, hey, Sunday is supposed to be 60 degrees. I want to take you to a winery. I don't want to see y'all been talking for 2 hours before. Cold, ask your question. John, where you at? Bet on it right now. Bet on it right now.
Oh, man.
Bet on it right now. Is Charles going to connect with this?
Off the first shot?
Yeah, Charles gonna connect.
I think it might take a couple attempts. It might be a couple attempts.
Okay, all right.
I'm at a strong 86%.
Okay.
That it gets done. I think it gets done, but it's not gonna be the first attempt. He gonna fumble that first one.
He gonna fumble? That's fair.
Oh God.
He's Sky Moore on that first one. He's Sky Moore with a punt on that first one.
Oh,
that's
man.
crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy, dog.
Hey, but who scored the game-winning touchdown, baby?
That is facts.
You got it, Chuck. Come on.
I'm
man.
behind you 1,000%.
All right, y'all. Tomorrow on the timeline, we got a bet. We got action, Boog. John, we got action tomorrow. This is fun.
We got action.
You know what? I will happily send Charles $50 for this. This is not even. For the sheer entertainment of this, I'm excited about it.
Good luck, Chuck, man.
Because
it's different now.
You can't even hate on $50 for a wine tasting. You can get a wine tasting and buy a bottle of wine for $50 in Kansas City. 100%. Yeah. I'm gonna send Charles $50, man. $50. I can't wait. I just want to see the timeline because I know the shit gonna go crazy whenever the timeline sees this. The timeline is gonna go.
Do we have to put it on the timeline?
Yes, that's the bet. Book, that's the bet. He has to post the screenshot on Twitter.
No,
on Twitter.
Look at my boy. He determined, bro. Y'all
you don't need more than 50, bro. I trust me. You don't need more than 50.
Yeah, I'm paying for the wine tasting. I didn't know I was paying for Charles' whole night. I got you in the wine tasting. I'm putting you in the wine tasting. I'm paying for it. You have to post it on the timeline. When you do that, I will then post $50 you won the bet right then and there. $50. Charles ain't got to put no money up. He's got to shoot. He's got to shoot. Yeah, he can't lose.
See the determination on his face?
I'm
moving.
He look like Kobe against the Suns. He look like Kobe.
No, I've moved from 86% to 92%.
Oh, Boogie, he do look determined. He got a quiet confidence right now.
The job's not done. What Kobe said? The job's not done.
Job not finished. Job finished. Job not finished. Yeah, $50. That's what I'm doing. $50. $50.
Crazy.
I'm paying for. This is what I'm paying for. I'm paying for a wine tasting for Chuck, a wine tasting for her, and one bottle. I'm paying for those two. That's you in there. You in there on the date. That's a great date. That's a great date.
Hey, tweet of the show.
He said he got a group up.
Yo, man. First off, y'all gonna quit talking to me like I'm a broke boy out here. Y'all gonna quit talking to me with such.
You're not a broke boy. You just a cheap boy.
Oh, 100%. No, that's real.
He super cheap boy.
That's real. No, I can't even lie to you. Bro.
Yeah. Hey, bro, that's the end of the show. Carlos Rossi, that's the end of the show.
Right now, I'm telling you, man, y'all know the wine tasting spots in the city,
bro.
You can have crazy $50. You can have a great wine tasting for $50. You know what? I might even throw Charles in 20 to get the little meats and cheeses, charcuterie attached to it, dog.
Man, he doing it big now.
She out here throwing it back for the meats and cheeses with the wine. Oh my God, Chuck!
They said Charles Carrington gonna pay for this in Klarna.
Paying foreplay is crazy. Paying foreplay is crazy.
I put it on PayPal credit.
That's insane, bro. You gonna put that on what you call it? What you call it? That I forgot what the hell it's called, dog. We paying for the afterpay stuff. The afterpay.
Afterpay is a blessing, baby.
Oh my God.
That's a blessing.
Somebody said these headphones. I just gotta hook it up to this little thing at work. I mean, one thing I'm not overspending to come to work. I'm gonna just use these little regular little $10 Target joints. I don't know. I'm not spending no money on the work headphones. That's not an investment I'm willing to make. That's not an investment I'm willing. I will use the standard station Sony, these little Sony joints. I will use these
Nah,
little
you gotta
10.
do a credit check on the firm. I ain't messing with them.
A firm.
You gotta do it.
Man.
I'm about to get that man Charles what was that? Them rush cards, Boogie. I gotta give him a rush card.
Chill out. Chill out, man. Chill out. Not a rush card. Chill out.
Rush card.
Chill out, dog.
I'm about to give him a rush card. Oh, that's real. I would definitely, bro. I'm telling you, I will use a Groupon on the date. I'll use a coupon. It don't matter to me, dog. This is my philosophy. Why do you care how much money I spent on this date? Why does that matter to you? You didn't pay any money and got all the rewards for it. You got to eat, you got to drink, you got picked up, you did all of this. Why does it matter to you how much I spent on this? Why does it matter? Why do you care? Any girl that care about that is not some girl I'm trying to talk to. I'll use the gift card openly. I'll use it in front of you. I ain't even trying to be slick and hot. Bro. Me. I don't care about that. I got nothing to do with it.
Just don't order a salad and try to get some of my steak. That's my only rule.
Oh, bro.
You know she's going for that steak. At some point,
you should have ordered. You had ample chance to order you an outlaw ribeye.
Listen, man, dude, you know women don't understand that, bro. You know women don't understand that, dog. They want her. They want your plate too, bro.
I'm gonna tell y'all one. This is actually my last story of the day. This is my last story.
Lord.
I'm gonna tell y'all this story. This is when I was a little younger. You know, my patience always wasn't great. You know, it wasn't great. I've been really trying to work on being trying to be a better communicator is what I've tried to work on. Being a better communicator.
Boy. You done told me some stuff, boy.
Charles actually knows who the person is in this story. I ain't gonna say, but Charles actually knows this person. So I had to do something at the radio station. And it was like a Saturday morning. I had to be up there for like an hour to do some stuff. And I'm like, hey, whenever I'm done, I'll come pick you up. We can go get something to eat. I pick her up. We get something to eat. I'm like, hey, you know, what are you in the mood for? I don't know. All right, well, how about First Watch? No, I don't want breakfast food. Okay. How about this place? No. So this went on for about 5 minutes.
I remember
went on for about 5 minutes. And then I'm like, hey, why don't we just pick I'm going to give you a style of food, not even a restaurant. I'm going to give you American sushi. And then you just confirm or deny that's what you want to eat. We do this for another 5 minutes. She still does not pick a place. Eventually, now, I shouldn't have said this. I was like, well, then fucking starve. That's what I said.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I remember that.
That's what I said. And I think it started her my reaction to it because I was like, well, fucking starve. And she's like, oh. And then I just was like, I'm done. I just turned around and dropped her back off. She's like, are you mad? Yes, I'm mad. What are you? Me cursing. Charles, no, I don't ever curse at people. I might curse. I don't ever curse at people. You gotta really make me mad for me to curse at you. I'm telling you, that's a low point in my life. But yeah, I had to tell y'all that story, man. I was so mad. I'm telling you, Boogie, it was 10 minutes of you don't know where you want to eat. I was beside myself. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it in that moment. I had to do it.
Yeah, he lost it when he told me the story. He lost it, bro. He literally lost it.
I'm telling you. I said that Charles, no, that is a true story. I was like, no.
Yeah. And they've been together 7 years since.
No, not at all. Not at all. Her and I did squash it. I mean, we definitely had a falling out after that story. Yeah, no. We definitely had a falling out. But yeah, I was. And then at that point in my life, I wasn't apologizing to you if I didn't think I was wrong. I wasn't apologizing. But you know
he definitely wasn't.
John, one thing I've learned in relationships is sometimes the best thing you can say is my bad. It might not even be your bad. You just got to say my bad.
My bad.
She might 100% be in the wrong. Yo, that's my bad. You say that, it can end a lot of situations, man. I didn't know that at 28 years old. I think I know that now.
She ran the red light, crashed in the car, and it was still your fault.
Yeah, my bad. Yo, that's my fault.
I should have been paying attention.
That's my fault. Yeah, no, that's my fault.
Women are bad. Children are worse because children actually know where they want to go, but it's nowhere near anywhere you want to be. One want McDonald's, one want Chuck E. Cheese, one want Chick-fil-A. It's worse. It's definitely
that. At least they decisive about a decision. I can live with that. I don't care where you pick a place to eat. Just pick somewhere to eat. Yeah, just pick somewhere to eat. I don't care where it is.
What you got a taste for? I don't know. I'll just get something at the house.
Yeah, I don't.
Leave my Hawaiian brothers alone.
Over time, I've just learned that you just got to be a better communicator. I'm better now at just, this is what I think. This is how I feel. You can deal with those two things. This is what I think. This is how I feel. If you can at least start every conversation with that with a woman, you're in a good place. This is what I think. This is how I feel. That's what I do. This is where I want to eat. I think this is a good idea. Now you can agree or disagree, but I'm going to tell you. I'm not leaving it up to you. I'm going to tell you where I would like to eat, and then we can then have a conversation about that. I'm just taking the decision. I'm going to start with that. I'm going to lead with it. Those are my
it all up, man.
Those are my. You got football, and I gave you Carrington thoughts on life and relationships at the end of this. This was. I had a good time. I don't know if you guys did. I had a great time.
I had a great time.
And he giving out wine dates, man. Come on, man.
I'll give you a wine date. I'll happily give you the wine date. It don't matter to me.
That's gonna be a moment. We got to get a camera in the building somehow.
Yeah.
Carrington, man, thank you.
Of course. Appreciate you. Of course.
Friend of the show, believer in the show. Thank you for that. And
let's do this after the draft. I'm not coming on between now and the draft, but after the draft, I will do this. I will come on again.
Let's come on after that date with Joy Taylor. That's what I want.
Real. Speak it into existence, dog.
Yeah, let's manifest that. Nick Taylor's coming on the show. Nick is coming on the show.
Bro, just give me 3 hours. I would change Joy Taylor's life in 3 hours, dog. I would change her life, dog. I'm telling you, this game I'm about to be spitting, dog. I'm about to have her really believing in my potential, dog. I'm about to have her really believing. I'm going to have her believing I'm next up, dog. I'm going to really have her believe it. I'm telling you, Joy, I'm next up.
If you get Joy, you got to get us Nick.
You said you got to get what you got to get, bro. You said
I can ask Nick to do it. I can ask Nick to do it. Yeah. I mean, I don't think he will do it, but I can ask him.
Tell Nick, please.
I mean, you make it like I get Nick all the time. Nick tells me no. What are you talking about? Nick tells me no.
Carrington, tell Nick to read that lengthy, emotional post that I sent him to his Instagram DMs.
Yo, that's wild. I don't know. I'm not even supporting Nick tells me no. That's the thing. I ask Nick to come on the show maybe 3 times a year. I do not ask Nick a lot. I don't shoot 100%.
Invited me to his house.
Bro,
he said, come to my house so we can watch Hard Knock Lives together. Or Hard Knocks. I've never seen it all. Come to my house. And then I've never seen Nick again.
Yeah, no. I mean, Nick is my brother. Like, I love Nick, but yeah, no.
Nick is a really cool dude in person.
Yeah, no,
he really is.
Yeah, no, Nick's
a genuine dude.
But I'm just telling you that Nick probably ain't doing this podcast, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I'm here to tell you that Nick probably ain't doing it. I don't know.
Okay, I'll settle for Sean Barber.
Barber would do it. Yeah, I can get Barber to do it.
We already had Barber.
I told him to do it. What are you talking about? I told him to do it. Yeah. I could probably get y'all. I could probably get y'all somebody else. Ask me who else.
I gotta tap in with Sean Barber again.
Ask me somebody else reasonable. I could probably get him for you.
You did hook us up with Dana Hughes, and Dana Hughes. I remember after the Dana Hughes video, Boogie was like, "Man, we a real podcast."
Wow.
We had about 25 followers. It was an amazing interview though, for real. Danny Hughes was incredible, but
you know what?
We really had a conversation.
You know what I'll work on? I'll work on getting you guys Mitch Holtis between now and the end of the season.
Oh man,
that's all you had to say.
I'll get you Mitch.
Look, I'll get you Nick right. That's all you had to say.
I'll get you Mitch Holtis. Next time I see Mitch Holtis in person, I will ask him specifically. These guys, they would like for you to come on their podcast. Can you do it at some point this offseason? I will ask.
I've met Mitch before.
Holtis comes on the show and says, "Chuck, I heard you like wine dates." I'm just gonna call out.
All right, y'all. I'm getting off here, man.
Appreciate it.
Kingdom Kast, like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, all the social sites. Hey, we love y'all, man. This is the longest show in our history. Hell of a show. We had a good time. Shout out the comments. Shout out to the 25 people who stuck it all the way through. I love y'all, man.
Yeah, we had to like 20. We had to 29, I think, at one point.
It was.
But yeah, I want to real quick though. I want to talk about our post that we had this morning. Yeah, as you can see, Country is holding it up. Man, I want to thank y'all for interacting with that. I just want to let y'all know that Country was the one that picked all the players in that. You know what I mean? I had nothing to do with the order or the pricing or none of that stuff. Because I saw some tweets about that.
I sent it to you first. Nobody said nothing about no corrections. Nobody said add this person. Nobody said take this person off. I was trying to create conversation. We succeeded. We are over 300,000 views on that thing. So we succeeded in what we were trying to do.
Yeah, 311.9K views to be exact as of right now.
And Joshua Briscoe, you had a whole conversation with yourself on this post. I need you on the show, Josh. Holler at me, Josh, please. Somebody holler at Josh and tell him holler at me. Get at me.
Yeah. So we're gonna do the defensive side of the ball next. You know, I'll get that worked out. You know what I mean? All of us will work on that. You know what I mean? And hopefully it won't be too much controversy this time, because I know there's a little controversy with some of the prices. But what stood out to me is that Sammy Watkins for $1 was a bargain. It definitely was a dollar. Playoff Sammy for $1?
Playoff Sammy for $1, dog.
Yeah, and then there was people that said like Christian Okoye at $5. Christian Okoye at $5. Like he's a legend.
Come on, bro. If you're a real Chiefs fan, you know how important Christian Okoye was.
Oh, he was definitely important. But
I should have put, because then what do I do with Priest? Do I put him at $3? Then it's the same argument.
I mean, Priest is perfect where he's at, but I think more so people wanted Jamal at $5. That's what I saw.
Jamal. The only one that I really went over was that DeMarcus Robinson.
Yeah, DeMarcus was crazy. DeMarcus for $3, like running backwards. DeMarcus Robinson, like
that was nasty.
I apologize to every Chiefs fan. I should have picked Stephon Page. We're gonna do an all.
Shout out to JJ Burton. Shout out to JJ Burton
like that.
Yeah, JJ Burton pointed that out. Stephon Page, Carlos Carson.
I threw Big Pen in for the last. But if I would have made Jamal Charles, I would have got 50,000. I just want Pat, Travis, and Jamal, and I'm good. I don't need no wide receivers. We would have had 100 of those. So we just created conversation.
Yeah, they all would have been $5 though. Like you still.
It was $15, Chuck. $15.
I know, but if you put Jamal at $5, then it would have just been. You would have had no money left for receivers. Like somebody would have to go. Like you have to spend down somewhere. So.
Yeah, shout out to Sam, man. Sam the real MVP.
Dog. Sam the real MVP. Shout out to him, bro. Yeah, he did a hell of a job on this.
I came up with the names, but the team did put input on the graphics and all that stuff. It was a team effort. It was not just me solely. It was a Kingdom Cast effort. For sure. Shout out to Kylie. Hey.
Yeah, what's up, Queen? Kylie couldn't make it tonight, but she'll be back on the next one.
And better than ever. And if you don't like it, we don't care. We don't. We just don't.
Right. She had a few haters all of a sudden. I say, look, Kylie, that just comes with the territory of the popularity. You know what you're talking about.
Shout out to Fat Joe. Jealous ones still envy.
Straight up
and down.
Yeah.
I almost had a public service announcement, Chuck. We got to go.
Yeah, it's been over 2 hours. But anyway, real quick though, shout out to the good people at Homage. I don't really have much for them today. They still got the NFL logo collection going on, but what they do have is everybody knows that it's Women's History Month. Women's Empowerment Month. That just started today, so they got the collection going on. with the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. They got some T-shirts for that going right now. And we also got the NBA collection too, the NBA On Fire collection. So you got all the teams, with the kind of like the NBA Jam type of deal, the ball on fire going through the net and stuff. So Hamish got that going. And you still got the Negro League collection going on. So yeah, man. Copy some gear and pay homage.
Pay homage. Yo, Kingdom Cast, man. We appreciate y'all, man, and y'all showed up and showed out today. Like the channel, follow our Twitter page. We on Instagram, follow that. Everywhere you want us to be, we there. So just find us. So we appreciate y'all. Boogie, man, tell them what's up. Take us out, brother.
See y'all next week. Go Chiefs, man.
Yes, sir. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share all our social media platforms. Until the next episode. We spoke on that Joe Burrow. Philip
Hey, I'm reaching out to Pat Mahomes. Get us Silky P, y'all. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, man. Tell him to come through. All right, we out, y'all.
Peace.